in the blues and shit like that. So congratulations, Kendo.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for all of us to get online and play fucking Ghostbusters. All right.
That'll happen. That'll happen.
Oh,
Now, folks, speaking of playing online, I went out and I found something at a half-price bookstore, and I thought it would be a lot of fun. So on our secondary channel, GMPC, Good Morning Pop Culture, I don't know exactly when, but I went out and I bought a copy of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith for PlayStation 2. And I'm going to live stream me playing through that game at some point in time. So make sure you guys are subscribed to that channel and, watch that live stream. It'll be a lot of fun. It's the summer. We're going to do a lot more content, and I thought that would be something we all enjoy. Plus, it has the alternate endings, which I've never watched. So that'll give us a lot of stuff to talk about. Now, Dion, have you ever played that game?
I'm sorry, what game?
Revenge of the Sith for PS2?
Fuck yeah, I still have my copy in my fucking room back here.
Well, there you go, with all your hundreds of Star Wars books.
Yes. Well, the books are on the shelf. I should bring Revenge of the Sith out because I thought you could, when you do Force Lightning to a Jedi, you can get him to catch on fire. Ooh, that was a good game.
I'm happy for you.
Goddamn right.
So, folks, we're going to start the show off like we always do and pay some respect to our newest patrons. We actually got quite a few, some high-tiered ones, too. So, first off, we want to thank Rob Johnson. Thank you very much. Then we have Jack Roven. Now we have Lewis Thompson, who joined at the highest tier. So, thank you very much, Lewis. We also have Jacob and Aiden, who also joined today as well. So, folks, we appreciate all that you guys do for us here on World Class Bullshitters. The Voxpocalypse and all that crap is affecting YouTube as a whole, so we appreciate that you guys have taken the extra step. And if you don't like Patreon, but you want to support us in other ways, we'll come back next week because we'll have a very special announcement. And if you're a listener named Gerhardt, well, you know exactly what we're about to do. So make sure that you guys are subscribed and watch our show live, and we'll send out all the social media information when that happens. Now, are you guys ready to start the show?
To the Boogaloo, baby.
All right. So if you're watching live, you see that the title is called Fat Thor, God of Thunder, God of Rock. And you're probably wondering, why didn't they talk about Fat Thor? Avengers Endgame is like 2 months old at this point. Nobody cares. I care about the Captain Marvel home video release. And if you're listening to this show, you sure as hell don't give a damn about the Captain Marvel home video release. I went to my Best Buy. It was the saddest thing ever. Because you know they have those like those triangular signs that sit out and they have some on the front and some on the back?
Yep.
Yeah.
My Best Buy had a Captain Marvel sign, but it was like ripped already, and it was like half blowing in the wind. It looked so depressing. I thought to myself, this matches this movie perfectly. If I had the wherewithal to take a picture, I would have. But I saw it and I thought, as I got a new phone cover, I was like, this is perfect. So no, tonight we're going to talk about this Fat Thor video, and believe me, we're going to go into a lot of other topics. But there's a video of Chris Hemsworth as Fat Thor playing "Hurt" by Johnny Cash, and it is the highlight of my day. You guys watched it because I sent it to you. What did you guys think?
It was goddamn hilarious. Holy shit. Just like, and that's what makes me hurt so bad when it comes to like Men in Black, because Chris Hemsworth is a goddamn international treasure. Like I'm like, come on, who would have thought of that shit? Only this fucking dude. And goddamn it, I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, that's how dedicated he is and everything, that he made a little video and put it out, and of him playing the guitar. And it's Chris Hemsworth. It's just he's generally a good dude. And yeah, once again, I feel bad for Men in Black International, because like what the fuck happened?
Do you really feel bad? I'm gonna make a proper video on it later for Monday, folks.
Well, no, I don't. Okay, I feel bad for Men in Black franchise because I'm a big fan of it and I love it, and I've said this multiple times on the channel. If you turn it into a TV show or something, you'll have it for 10 seasons solid. If you have good writers and things like that, you can make 10 seasons out of it, and more so if you wanted to. Like it's infinite,
Oh yeah, Men in Black holds a very special place in my heart, because I saw the first one in theaters. Oh, actually, in a drive-in. I almost said a drive-through. No, I saw it at a drive-in in '97. Loved the song. Was a huge Will Smith fan. Still like Will Smith, but not as much as I did as a little kid.
Yeah, that's
I watched the cartoon every day. I had some of the toys. I even think I had a Game Boy game of Men in Black. I don't know. But basically, folks, there wasn't this big merchandise haul like there is for Avengers and Spider-Man. But I got what they had, and Men in Black was a big deal to me back then. And it bothers me to see Men in Black International become what it is.
Yeah, I mean, every time I go to Universal, I always get a fucking neuralizer from there, even though it's like, like $23 or whatever. I'll buy it. I go through the ride and everything. I go and see what kind of shit they have. I'll buy something from the store and stuff. But yeah, I love the movie. And once again, like, it is infinite. Like, you have aliens and a secret organization trying to, like, police them and everything, on Earth. You can go fucking anywhere with it, but you go international. Really?
And and that's the stupidity of that.
What a stupid premise.
Well, yeah, it's like, bitch, we know that they're across the planet. They deal with aliens. Did you think that everyone thought that they were just in fucking New York? We know that. But you're gonna make it like a fucking shitty Spice Girls movie. International. Bitch, they're just the Men in Black. It's not Men in Black USA. It's not Men in Black Croatia. It's not, oh, we're at the Moroccan office. No, bitch, it's just Men in Black. They're cool. They're supposed to be fucking cool.
If anything, they've scaled down. You're always supposed to get bigger. You're supposed to expand. Anything, they're like aliens from outer space. Fuck it, we're only focusing on one continent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird. Once again, like they could have gone further with it and anything like that. So many ideas. Even the cartoon, like which I've watched a lot of and I fucking love, was really good. They could have pulled from that. Even there are tons of good episodes from that you could have pulled from and made a movie out of. Well, very easily.
I think the biggest missed opportunity with Men in Black. First off, it has to have Will Smith. That's why I firmly believe it's a failing franchise.
I'll give you that.
Because, guys,
pay that fucking man.
Yeah, I don't even think he was too expensive because he took that stupid After Earth movie. We know Will Smith will make stupid movies.
God, he's even making a movie called Gemini. Have you seen the trailer for that?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
No.
I actually am interested. I ain't gonna lie, I do want to see that one.
Well, Dion, you know what my main reasoning is because they're using that de-aging technology to make him look like young Will Smith. Yeah. But we're all old enough to remember what young Will Smith looked like, and he didn't look like that.
It was not that, yeah.
It's so weird.
Plus, and my whole thing too is like Gemini is a perfect, just to kind of piggyback off that. I think you summed up to a point. Maybe you meant to make it. Let me know. But bitch, don't tell me you don't want to do fucking alien shit when you're doing goddamn time travel assassin bullshit. Gemini man. Don't tell. Oh, this is totally
no, not time travel. Secret clone.
Excuse me, not time travel. Wow, that
was Men in Black 3, buddy.
That was Men in Black 3. My bad.
The damn good.
Just I'm trying to help you out. No problem.
Good man. You're fighting a fucking clone. Oh, you're fighting yourself. You mean to tell me that made a lot more sense than going back to the franchise that you put on the fucking map, buddy? And then don't say that you don't want to do fucking franchise because you're going back and doing Bad Boys 3. So don't I can already hear him saying he didn't want to be the alien guy. Like, bitch, it worked. Fucking why are you refixing what worked?
Look, somebody like Will Smith can never be typecast at this point in his career.
Right.
He could do 55 Men in Black films. He's still Will Smith. He's been in so many different things. He's a household name. He's been a household name for over 20 years. Like, if this would have been Will Smith in 1999, and he did Men in Black in 97, number 2 in 99, this is a different timeline, and he just kept doing them every other year, then he would have been the Men in Black guy. Thankfully, like a Harrison Ford, who went from Star Wars to other stuff, then eventually Indiana Jones, then other stuff that took off, he'll never be typecast as one role. A lot of people will know him, but at the end of the day, he's still Harrison Ford. At the end of the day, Will Smith is Will Smith.
Kind of
right. I mean, plus that's not a bad timeline because if he does, say he does Men in Black in 99, we don't get Wild Wild West, which as much as I love Wild Wild West, as much as I love it,
let's go.
I think we would have much rather had Men in Black 2.
Yeah.
The sad part is Men in Black 2 kind of sucks.
Kind of?
No, it does suck. Dude, my favorite ones are 1, 3, and 2. That's the order that I like them in. I'm sorry.
I'll pick 1.
3 was so much fun. Yeah, I'm glad they came back to it. It was so much fun. And then I was like, oh, it's 3. They're ending it, and he's not gonna come back for the other ones.
Yeah, it wasn't good because it's bad when you make a movie essentially to sell a song, and it was to sell that fucking Men in Black 2 song. Really,
Nod your head.
Yeah, and then it's like, and it was so 2002. Like, I'm like, I'm in a time capsule right now. Like, everything, got PlayStation controllers, the fucking card, how he drives the car, and then it turns into a jet, and then how do you fuck up having Rosario Dawson too? That's what hurts me the most.
Good point.
She was cute as fuck in that movie.
Dude, she's good looking in every movie. Name a movie where Rosario Dawson's not hot.
Can we just go ahead and declare her Roll Tide?
All the time, 24/7. She's in the Special World Class Bullshitters
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Rosario Dawson. Is she the first woman to be inducted into our Hall of Fame?
Sure.
Yeah, we haven't even.
No,
we don't even have a Hall of Fame.
Pam Grier probably was. If we're talking,
Oh shit.
we were talking her up a lot the last few years. So probably Pam Grier, and then Rosario Dawson's number 2. With
I will say Rosario Dawson is one of the few mentions on the show where I was still a listener that I stopped listening to go look up the specific pictures Jeff was mentioning.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, because he was talking about, what was it? A Marvel show where she was like fully naked, I think.
No, the Marvel show was something else. Yeah,
it was Alexander when her and Colin Firth have that sex scene, and you see her bush, and you're like, "Am I supposed to be coming right now?" Because I think I'm coming.
Yeah.
All right, Arnold, calm down,
dude. When she was dancing around on the rooftop,
every time I turn out Rosario Dawson, every time I see her face, it's like coming.
Did he just go dice on us?
No, I think he did. Arnold,
but
Arnold Dice Schwarzenegger.
Hey, Rosario Dawson. Yeah, fine.
So,
girl.
No, look at Chris Hemsworth cannot save the new Men in Black film. Tessa Thompson,
Dude.
I don't get what the appeal of Tessa Thompson is. I don't dislike her on a personal level.
Boat, man.
She's not a good, like, what is she? She's just so plain.
Well, the thing is, she's the same character in everything. Like, obviously people say that and they're kind of exaggerating a little bit. No, she's the same character that she was in Ragnarok. She's the same character she was in Ragnarok that she was in fucking what was that movie? I gotta look up her IMDb, but it was some other mush mash movie, and she has.
Hold on. Are you talking about Sorry to Bother You?
Yes.
Okay, because I watched that and I was like, she's just like, okay, I get her character.
She's not a good actress, man. And then for her to be the backbone, like, I get it, man. People loved, her as Valkyrie, whatever. I wasn't a big fan, but her being somewhat likable in Ragnarok because Chris Hemsworth is likable doesn't mean that you put her in top billing of a franchise. It means that she's a good background character in that specific movie that she was in. It doesn't translate to being second billing behind Hemsworth, and they fucking banked on it. They banked that it was going to be like Ragnarok. And even from the trailers, I'm like, how do I dislike you already? I haven't even seen your fucking movie.
Well, one thing that Hollywood forgets, they think we live look, and I don't like this, but this is the fact of the matter. We live in an era where it's not necessarily always the actor that's the bankability, it's the brand. So like Marvel, you put Marvel on it, like Marvel, because look at Dark Phoenix, it doesn't even have the X-Men name on the poster. Like the trailer's got that weird Dark Phoenix logo that appears. It's kind of like, Times New Roman font with a stroke on the outside, and it's so generic, and then the movie's a failure, a big fucking failure. The same
$100 million loss at least.
Yeah, the weird part is I think I'm gonna work on the video that talks about the comparison between that and Captain Marvel, and there's a lot going on. Like they were gonna have scrolls and they were gonna have all kinds of other things in this movie.
Dude, whenever you want to talk about it, like I watched a movie last week, just for free, thank God, and man, it was something. I should have brought my flask with me. It was something.
Well, we'll have you give a review tonight, or at least talk about it. We'll ask you some questions because I'm not gonna support it. It's not like
that's like that's why I went to theaters. Like if I can get in for free and have no problems, I'm gonna go watch it. And I did, and I was like, all right, cool.
If I had that opportunity, I would have seen a lot of fucking movies. But I don't, so I didn't. No, but Tessa Thompson, I think they look at her as this new it girl, kind of like how they tried with Brie Larson. Now, Brie Larson had the advantage of being in a big Marvel movie that preceded Avengers. Tessa Thompson was in a Thor movie, and people were like, oh, Valkyrie was great. But I think this brings us to a problem that I'm just starting to think about. You know how we always talk about these websites, we can either call them shills or the access media, but they build up an actor or a person because of what they believe in real life or how they look, but not necessarily their talent. And so Hollywood and the people that the suits at the studios, they see these articles from like a Mary Sue, or they see it from an IndieWire or whatever, and they think, well, this person gets this kind of praise. We're gonna make them the face of our franchise, but they don't really think about the other reasons, the other factors why the movies that they were in previously were the hit. Like Chris Hemsworth is a household name. He's a big star, A-list star. He's good. He's not everything he's in is great, but he's great as Thor. I liked him in Cabin in the Woods a lot. He's fine in Star Trek, Cabin in the Woods. He's been in a lot of stuff. Tessa Thompson, not so much. She's only known as Valkyrie, and realistically, she's not a household name yet. Probably will never be after this, but she'll continue to get work because they'll probably put her in the next Thor movie. But I think these people that make these decisions bank off of these articles and these writers that have odd intentions and certain ideological slants, and that only hurts the movie because this movie you don't have a strong enough duo. Like Tommy Lee Jones had been in countless movies before 1997. Well, I mean, I can't think of The Fugitive, Under Siege. He's in Under Siege 1, right, Dion?
Yes.
He is. Yes, he is.
Look, I don't know every Tommy Lee Jones flick, but he's been in a ton of
Forever.
Batman Forever. How did I fucking forget that one? My point is, you put him and you put Will Smith together, and Will Smith had just come off of, let's see, Independence Day was the year before that. Before that was Bad Boys. Fresh Prince had just ended. He had a music career. This dude had been a thing for 10 years.
Well, I'll also understand the stark contrast between Tommy Lee and Will Smith. Tommy Lee is an old white dude, and he played that in Men in Black. He was very straight laced, very very not really to the rules, but like he's like, don't fuck up or you're gonna die. Like these are fucking aliens. You don't realize it. Even when he brought in Will Smith to identify in the first movie, the alien and then the gun and then neuralize him and gave him a chance. It's like, all right, if you want to keep doing this and find out what this is, come here at this time. And Will Smith tries acting like a badass in something he doesn't know, and he gets Tommy Lee keeps giving him shit, and he keeps taking it. And he eventually comes up.
Yeah,
but it was through that fighting to prove that he's worth it to Tommy Lee. That Tommy's like, all right, cool, you're here.
They were both likable for different reasons too.
Yeah, but there was conflict to make the relationship work, and that's what I liked. It wasn't just like, all right, you two people are stuck together. We gotta work this out. It's like, no, we don't like each other. We're just trying to do this because the world's gonna fucking end.
And it wasn't just that. I think again, you have a veteran actor, Tommy Jones, who was in his 50s when he did that movie.
Yeah.
And then Will Smith, who again, like Jeff said, he'd been around for 10 years, but making movies, he wasn't a novice. So they understood the relationship that the first Men in Black was going between the two of them. K chooses J, and eventually at the end of the movie, you realize that he wants him to eventually replace him. So there's a separate story beside us following Will Smith fall into this world. With Men in Black International, and again, I haven't seen the movie. I'll probably still go and see it, but from the trailers, the whole thing is centered around Tessa Thompson's awesome. She found the Men in Black. She forces them to make her a man in black. She's paired up with Chris Hemsworth, who's apparently so awesome, kind of goofy, kind of reminiscent of his character in Ghostbusters. There's nothing between them that establishes some type of sub-story, subplot, or a relationship. You can see it in the trailers. It feels so fucking forced. And what we say on this show all the time, I'll say till I'm fucking blue in the face and no longer an attractive black dude. People pick up on this shit. Even from the trailers, everyone's like, okay, well, you want me to watch this because I liked Thor Ragnarok. Okay, thanks, Sony. No, it's not gonna work. There was a relationship. They took time with the first Men in Black. And again, Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones are good fucking actors. Outside of Creed and what other fucking weird thing was she in? Some weird ass TV show. I can't remember which one. What she doesn't show anything. And
I think she was in Veronica Mars in Westworld as well.
We'll just call it Golden Girls. We'll just say she was in Golden
Girls. Oh yeah, she was great. She was great.
God damn it.
There's no reason for us to give a shit about this relationship. There was plenty of reasons, even in the second one, for us to want to see Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones.
And one thing I want to make perfectly clear, because the channel's grown a lot this week. Like honestly, we've had like 1,000 new subscribers, so welcome. But a lot of people are trying to, twist our words. I do want to put it out there that our opinions of this movie aren't really based on a woman in the lead or one of the lead roles, because the Men in Black.
And none of us have said that. None of us said that.
Yeah, but I just want to put this out there because people are dumb. Some people out there are just idiots. Agent L in the first Men in Black movie, they had a woman on the team or in the organization from the first movie. She disappeared in the second one, and it's never been an issue. Like I do have an issue with was it Tessa Thompson wanting to change the name. Men in Black is the brand name. Like we just went through this last week with X-Men. How fitting is it that last week we had somebody stupid say, "Oh, we need to get rid of the name X-Men. It's outdated," and then your movie fucking flops. This week Tessa Thompson says the same shit. Men in Black is outdated, needs to change, and the movie is projected to fail. I just love how when you try to alter a brand and you try to make it something that it's not meant to be, people pick up on it. They don't buy into the bullshit. So Hollywood, if you have an established brand and you're trying to milk it properly with respect.
But other things too. Even, and again, and I'm not trying to go down a rabbit hole here, but again, if you believe in something, again, I'll say this again, you believe in it all the time. No one's going to call out, franchises that are geared more towards women. No one's gonna say, "Oh, well, other franchises that tend to lean towards other groups should change their name." And again, Men in Black is it's an established brand. Again, it's not because it's specifically supposed to be all dudes. Motherfucking what's her name was in Men in Black 3. So you keep trying to start shit where there's nothing to be started. The only reason Elle wasn't in Men in Black 2 is because she didn't want to do the movie.
Yeah.
Like there's no fight to start there. You can't say Steven Spielberg's a racist. You can't say or sexist. You can't say that Will Smith's sexist. You can't say that Tommy Lee Jones forced his way back in the second one. And like you said, subconsciously people pick up on shit. When you have Tessa Thompson saying this, when you have, you've already fucked up the character of Mystique, and then you have her say something even more out of character to try and garner more money from women. People pick up on that, especially the groups that you're trying to paint it towards. There are a shit ton of women that really enjoy Men in Black. If you're like, oh, well, the name's outdated, they're going to be like, wait a minute. Why? They haven't said anything. It wasn't like even in the comments, they didn't say, "Oh, well, we don't like women" or some shit. So you're starting a fight where there's no fight that needs to be started.
And that right there, that sentence, you're starting a fight where there's no fight needed. That is basically what we're going through with the culture war and entertainment, especially the geek culture stuff. They're always trying to make a battle out of nothing. Like everyone's cool with, whatever, Men in Black. It's kind of dead. It's kind of whatever, but nobody needs it. It doesn't need to change. Trying to turn it into something else. And, good. It's another losing battle. Common sense seems to prevail every time. We can always fall back on Ghostbusters. Remember, folks,
yes,
try to change something, common sense prevails, and your movie fails. No matter how Paul Feig wants to spin it, the movie wasn't a success, and that's why Ghostbusters 3 is coming out, and we got Sigourney Weaver on board, and Bill Murray in the cast. And, we had that amazing Ghostbusters commentary on Saturday night.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Classic movies like that. Movies are entertainment. You're supposed to have a good time.
Yeah. I mean, and even with Ghostbusters, to me, it's timeless.
Yes.
I don't care. It was made in '84. It came out in '84, whatever. It's timeless. I mean, even watching it with you guys that night, I was like, there's like, it's still everything holds up. Everything holds up. The jokes, everything. It's all still there.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I didn't have a single drop to drink alcohol wise during that commentary, and I
wanted to drink because I was having a good time. I was watching Ghostbusters with my friends, so I was like, I'm drinking. I don't care. It's happening. We're doing it.
A lot better than the other fucking movie we watched this week.
Jesus Christ.
Let's plug Patreon real quick. So, folks, we did a commentary for Mother.
We suffered through a commentary for Mother.
Yes, we did. What? Oh God, that movie was 2 hours and 1 minute too long. Okay.
I passed out at it midway. I couldn't hang.
Lucky you. I was holding on for dear life, trying not to pass out. I was like, I need to not snore on this commentary.
I've never had that happen. Seriously, we're watching the movie and I hated it. And all of a sudden my body's just like, it's time to go to sleep, Jeff. I'm like, no. I'm just sitting there fighting it. And I'm looking at J-Law and I'm trying to stay awake. And it's just stupid. And Ed Harris is in it. It's a piece of shit.
What's this movie about? It's stupid and fucking.
That's the thing. There's no answer to what it's about.
There's no answer to what it's about. There's nothing going on there. Like it's 2 hours of literally just nothing.
Yeah.
Well, Dion, I have good news. I'm bringing a copy to your house when I come visit next.
Come on.
And
no,
you have
Hillary,
to. No, I don't
and
want
Diane.
I don't want to though.
You did not join us and suffer with us.
Purpose. I was like, if they fucking message me,
You're a bad bullshitter.
Terrible. They're gonna fucking ask me, but you didn't say that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if I could just not answer and just backslide out of this motherfucker. And sure enough,
you owe us.
So in other words, what Dion's saying is he knew his friends were in danger, and he just said, fuck it, I'm gonna.
You weren't in danger. I mean, you were safe.
We were mentally in danger. Do you realize the hell that we went through?
See, this is a lot. This is a lot less like Carrie Elwes being in that fucking cell in the basement in Princess Bride, and more a little bit closer to
Carrie Elwes in Saw, where he cuts his own foot off.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. At least you have Jeffrey Bardem Morgan to whisper his sweet French nothings in your ear.
Dude, he was awful in that movie.
Yeah.
The whole movie was awful. It was completely awful. And if someone said, "Hey, saw off your foot," and you don't have to watch Mother, I'd be like, "Give me the fucking saw."
The best part was J-Law's see-through dress. Other than that movie
that was like in the first 2 minutes of the movie. Like that was the best part, and then everything went downhill.
Yeah, she was
after that.
I'm not a fan of hers, but she looked exceptionally good in the beginning of that movie. I was just like, okay,
she did, really and then the rest of the movie just went exceptionally awful.
Yeah, because none of it made any fucking sense
It's essentially, for the people that have never watched it, it's some kind of bizarre allegory, something or another religious. I don't know.
Yeah, it's supposed to be God.
Yeah, it's
What the fuck?
very strange. Yeah, no, like
Dion,
Dean Morgan is supposed to be like God.
It's a Dustin
weird.
movie.
Yeah,
it is. It's
He,
very much.
didn't he love it too?
Yeah,
yes, he said it was. Nick called it. He goes, I bet he picks that as his favorite fucking movie of the year. And sure enough, Dustin's like, before I go, I want to say my favorite movies of the year. And number one, Mother. I was like, yep, there it is.
Aren't you so glad he's not on the show anymore?
Yes,
he
because
was
that means I'm on the show.
fuck.
I mean, he was such an easy target, though. It was great. I do miss that part.
You tend to love to shit on him, so
He makes it so because he says dumb shit like that, and then he'll backtrack like, "Oh well, I was just saying it just to be like, no, bitch, I know you love that movie. I know you love that movie. Don't fucking lie to me."
Well, look it. Before we go into our next segment, because we've been talking a lot about Tessa Thompson, Thor, and all this stuff, I do want to bring up the Fat Thor video in particular. I would love to spend some time to make a supercut of Fat Thor narrating the Logan trailer with his version. How incredible would that be?
That would be great. That'd be fucking great. I would buy that for more than $1.
I mean, I already
$1.50
on Blu-ray, and by the way, I think we should do Men in Black commentaries.
Ooh!
Oh fuck yes!
Hey,
Yeah.
Don't you dare threaten me with a good time.
Let's make that happen. Seriously, that's not like a joke. We're gonna make that happen.
Oh god, yeah,
that'll
I'm
be
down. I'm
exclusive
entirely down
content.
with that.
Here, folks, we're gonna do some.
Can we do it out of order, please? Can we do 1, 3, and then 2?
That's fine. We'll
Okay.
Do we want to end on 2 though? God damn, Nick, you're a true sadist.
Yeah, but I want to skip over 2 because 3's better. That's
but you should really good. Get the really shit taste in your mouth, and you wash it out with 3.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll go with that.
Do you really want to go to bed with nod your head in your fucking head?
backseats come in.
No.
Nod your head like this.
That feels like a Jada Pinkett Smith song gone wrong. Well, I should say gone right because everything she sings. Ooh.
Dude, wasn't she in like a fucking heavy metal band or something?
She's still it. You know you're bored in your marriage. You're like, I'm gonna form a heavy metal band. I'll see you later, Will. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, they're a weird fucking couple, man. They really are.
Yeah, and nothing about Jada Pinkett Smith to me screams heavy metal.
Or attractive.
I mean, I think she's attractive. I'm just like, why you
yeah,
gotta be so fucking weird all the time? Like, we fucking get it. Will Smith, your husband, but a heavy metal band that you're not particularly good in? Come on now. Come on.
She
And
had
you're
her own
like 50.
show on like Facebook video or whatever.
They
Wow,
still
that's
have
a
it.
thing.
They still have it. They don't have one where it's like a bunch of famous wives talking, and it's just like, who the fuck wants to? Even if you're a wife, you're like, y'all saying some really dumb shit.
Dion, I got an idea for a show.
Oh fuck.
Here we go.
Jada Pinkett Smith versus Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh.
Is it like a fight to the death? Is it like
It's celebrity deathmatch.
It's a
it's like a
pay-per-view.
Thunderdome?
Jeff and I are on commentary. Fucking Kendo's doing the interviews in the goddamn octagon.
And
Nick's a ref. Yes.
Yeah, I'm okay with
goddamn
that. I'm
movie.
okay with
Next
that.
comic book.
I am
idea.
extremely interested in being
because
involved in this.
because the worst that could happen to me is that I might get scratched.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my agent and tell him I'm taking this role.
Don't even send me the script. God damn it.
Like, I don't care how much fucking they're paying me. I'm taking it.
what you sound like Keanu Reeves getting pitched John Wick. Yeah, I'm there right now. It's happening. I'm there. I'm
Right,
They're
it's
that's
offering
happening.
you
We
a
wanna
bag of
give you
jelly
the script.
beans.
No,
You
no,
gonna
no,
do
shut
it?
up.
Yep.
Well, I gotta give you the no, shut up. Just sign me up.
Yeah.
Right, but I want you to see that. No, shut up. You're talking too much. See this? You're talking.
I don't care if they're the shitty jelly beans. I'll take it.
Give it to me now.
Have you guys been following all the stuff in social media about Keanu Reeves this week?
Yes, and
a
it
little
makes me
bit, yeah, a
happy.
little bit.
It makes me
Yeah.
happy.
He's just an all-around great dude. It's funny.
He's fucking awesome.
is.
People are always like, you guys never say anything positive about anybody. Well, we just praised Chris Hemsworth and Keanu Reeves. What more could you want?
Goddamn right.
Yeah,
and
Chris
Richard
Hemsworth-
Donner is the god of our fucking religion. We've
Yes, he
said it
is.
already.
Yes, he is.
True story.
Also, Chris Hemsworth is taking time off for movies to take care of his family.
Well, there you go.
You know, I mean,
What a
he's
good dude.
yeah, because I mean, he's done all the movies now. He's just like, all right, you know what? I'm taking time off. Gonna go back to the motherland
Listen,
and go, wrestle some snakes and kill
as
some drop
much
bears.
as I love Chris Hemsworth, and I think he's a great dude, and I would actually have many a beer with his Australian ass. That motherfucker's doing that because those checks fucking cleared. He's got Avengers and Men in Black under his fucking belt. That dude probably made easily at least $80 million making those movies. Especially he's done. that dude is like, you know what? I can take a fucking year off. Kids, daddy's home. We're going on fucking vacation, baby. Summer vibes, bro. Summer vibes.
Isn't he married to the woman
Damn
from
straight.
Fast and Furious? The cop.
I don't know,
Let me check.
actually.
Let me check on that.
Yeah,
Actually,
I think he's married to the woman from the cop that got killed, The Rock's partner. I think that's his real life wife.
If that motherfucker got a Brazilian wife, motherfucker.
I could be
how
Elsa,
cooler can you be?
Dude.
Jackie?
yeah,
Yeah, that's his. Yeah, that's
yep,
her.
that's her. That's her.
Yeah, dude, when you're
God
8 feet tall,
damn
you
it.
can get whatever
She's
chick you
Spanish
want.
also.
Oh, fuck, she's Spanish. Even God
She's
damn it,
Spanish and she's blonde and like
Yeah, but
she can
remember,
tell.
guys, remember this. No matter how cool Chris Hemsworth is, no matter how rich he is, how his wife is, he's still related to Hannah Montana. So,
Oh yeah,
No,
his
that's
brother
true
married
marriage.
her.
That's
That's
not
a
a
family
full
hell,
DNA
baby.
related.
Oh fuck, that's
That
true.
counts. That counts.
That's really
You're
true.
married to the girl who ground her ass against Robin Thicke's junk. Good job.
you're
that's
like
related,
a really
minus
hit a winner.
500.
dude. He's 2 steps away from achy breaky heart.
Oh my
Separation. Like Chris Hemsworth is related to Liam, who's married to the daughter of achy breaky heart. We could
Is that like the newest game?
Yeah.
Degrees of separation from Billy Ray Cyrus's fucking mullet.
Yeah. That'll be our t-shirt. 6 degrees of pure mullet.
Oh jeez.
There you go.
Oh,
For
God.
Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones did a movie with Will Smith and Men in Black. Men in Black eventually became the starring vehicle for Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth, brother of Liam Hemsworth. Liam Hemsworth, currently fucking and impregnating Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus, offspring of the powerful mulleted one, Billy Ray Cyrus. The rules count.
Oh my god, I love it. The energy.
We should make that board game. I'm all on board.
Oh,
I'm on
shit.
board. Let's do it.
Look, we're gonna have a merch store sooner than people.
Oh god.
We've,
That should be a game that we play too on the show. 6 degrees from the mullet of Billy Ray Cyrus.
You know
And we
what?
just
Yeah.
fucking call out names.
You know what we'll do? Why don't we each take a week and we come up with a 6 degree? So
Okay.
Okay.
this you just did yours as a joke, but we'll count this as your week. So Nick, you'll go next week because
Okay,
we're in the order of the logo. So you're next, then Kendo, and then I'll close it out later on. So just remind. We'll talk
This
about
is gonna be great.
Yeah,
It's the greatest month of the show ever.
So in other words, what I do is I just pick somebody up and then I degree them to so I could be like, Steph Curry, and then I could just do it.
Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal. Terminator ride with Arnold.
Wait, does it? Okay, does it have to be
Please do Steph Curry now.
Does it have to be
you
6
know what?
degrees, or
Hilarious.
can it just be as far as we want it to be, kind of thing?
Okay, I'll see how many
Please do
degrees
Steph
of
Curry.
separation I can get Steph Curry to Billy Ray's freaking mullet.
god!
And it's all because he's taking the free throws right now. Because that's why I was like, I'm just gonna pick up. He's shooting threes. Let's go ahead and take that.
This is gonna be the greatest month ever.
Oh
Yeah.
jeez.
Well,
Gives you 2 weeks to prepare for Steph Curry, trying to get him to the mullet.
so let's do some super chats because we have a couple. We actually have a lot. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. Some of them are topical right now. So, folks, by the way, speaking of community, we're going to be at Horror Hound. Tell us, Nick, what's the date of Horror Hound?
The horror hunt date is going to be September 6th to the. They're going to be September 6th through the 8th of September, obviously. Sorry, I was doing something and then like I stopped for a second. I'm sorry. But yeah, we'll be there and yeah, we'll have a table, we'll drink, we're gonna have a good time. Come find us.
Yeah, we're going to be, the party is us. So if you want to have a good time, or if you don't like to drink or hang out, but you just want to come meet us, we'll be glad to hang out with you. It's funny, when we had Horror Hound here in Cincinnati, we had a lot of kids come up to us. It was really bizarre because it wasn't like go away, I don't want you to listen to the show, I appreciate them, but it was really cool to see that. Like, I always think of us as like a geek culture kind of Howard Stern show, or like certain age people listen to us a certain type of slant. But no, it just goes to show you that, like, when we went to Star Wars Celebration and Horror Hound, that people from all walks of life really do listen to this show, young and old, and parents approve, which is the weird part. So you have
it's really strange.
the funny thing about our show is we're like that cool high school teacher. You may hear some cussing, but you'll learn a good message at the end of each episode. So
Yeah, we'll teach you shit.
yeah, we will. Kendo may or may not have been a teacher. So there you go.
Yeah, I was a beloved one.
Now, speaking of Horror Hound, one of our listeners that we actually met in person, Dr. Coffinail, sent in a super chat that says, Tessa Thompson's eyes are too far apart. Think she might be missing a chromosome. And she has ruined 2 movies now. There, I said it.
Well, I mean, you got to call it as you see it, and I didn't realize her eyes were that far apart. But now that I'm thinking about it, yep.
I don't like looking at her. It's nothing to do with.
I
any
think
of
she's
her
pretty. I just wish she was better at her job. That's all.
Oh God, I'm looking at her again.
Is
God,
she-
look away, Kendall, look away.
I can't help it. Then I looked at Chris Hemsworth, and all I can think about is that goddamn mullet. And now I'm hearing the song, and my ears are hurting.
Don't worry, Kendo. The Blues won the Stanley Cup.
Gloria.
Our friend the Rookie Critic says, "Hey guys, thanks for the shout out. Got up to 1.3 thousand subscribers." So yeah, folks, we've been helping the Fandom Menace grow, and the Rookie Critic puts out excellent content all the time. And on the High Council this past week, we asked everyone to go subscribe to his channel, and he now got his 1,000 subscribers. He'll be able to get monetized, and we'll be able to continue to grow the Fandom Menace movement. So thank you to everyone out there who's making it a possibility. And the Rookie Critic also has a super chat, which is a question. It says, "Not sure if I'll see any movies in theaters this summer. So far, there doesn't seem to be many good options. What do you guys think?"
If you haven't seen John Wick 3 yet, like I haven't, go see
God,
that.
please go
And
see-
Go see Godzilla
Godzilla.
again.
Yeah, go see Godzilla.
Yep.
Oh, and oh no, it comes out in September. Never mind. It's after summer.
Again, I'm gonna go see Spider-Man. That'll be my next
Oh yeah.
next watch.
It might
Now,
not
I'm
be
gonna be-
great, but it's worth a watch.
I'm gonna be putting out some content, the digital stuff like Patreon and whatever else we're gonna be doing in the near future. I'm gonna do a little Spider-Man podcast, and if that starts to take off and people really like that, I'll continue to do it, and it'll premiere first on our bonus platforms, and maybe I'll turn it into an actual one-man Spider-Man show. Now, this is true. I have a couple connections to professional Spider-Man artists. If the first couple episodes turn out cool and people enjoy them, I will try to interview him. His name's Alex Saviak. He used to work on Web of Spider-Man throughout the 80s. He's probably in the top 10 most prolific Spider-Man artists because of the length of his run, and it's really quality stuff. Like, do you guys remember the silver Spider-Man armor from the 90s?
Yes, sir.
Vaguely, yes.
That guy designed it. He's a
Ooh,
nice
nice.
guy. I hung out with him at a Comic-Con when I was working for Neil Adams. So there's all kinds of things we want to do here for you on the channel. So just let us know what you like by watching it, sharing it, telling people about what we produce. And if when the numbers are high, we know that's what you like. So that's why we make more of it. So if you guys like stuff and it's not getting the views, watch it 10 times and help it out and shit. Maybe we'll make another James Bond video. Who knows? But that's something that can happen. So Rookie Critic, I'll see Spider-Man because I'm curious about the film as well as the implications for the MCU moving forward, because it feels over, and that's nothing to do with Captain Marvel. The story seems over. Like, it's a good conclusion. Endgame's done. We're all happy. Stop it.
Yeah, no, I watched the most recent trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home. Felt like they're really they're really trying hard to make him the new Iron Man, like really, really hard. I was like, God damn, just stop already.
Well, I hope, you guys know Spider-Man's my favorite character ever. I've been playing the Spider-Man PS4 game. This new Avengers trailer hasn't been making me happy, but I've been thinking about, Spider-Man and how over the last year or so, it's been pretty good to be a Spider-Man fan. I'm hoping that they do either whatever they got to do with Sony, work it out, but make him more of the main star, slowly move him away from his shitty high school cast and get us to a little more accurate of a comic book storyline in terms of him being in college, but, make us some fun Spider-Man movies. I'm on board for more of them. It's just, and Tom Holland's fine. I'm cool with him. I just hate everything around him. So please, Marvel, make it right. Just do it right. Don't fuck up. And I can't think of anything else that comes out this summer. Wait.
Do you want me to read off a few of them that that are coming out?
Yes, please.
Well, it seems like a few horror movies coming out. Child's Play, Annabelle Comes Home. Let's see. So obviously Spider-Man. Let's see the remake of Lion King. We have Quentin Tarantino's movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I wanna see.
I'm
We
excited for
have
that.
Hobbs and Shaw.
I might
Let's
see that.
We
I'll
have
probably go see it.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
I will see that for sure, actually.
No, that's
Yeah, I'll
happening.
See
That's gonna
that
be
just
good.
because I love the books.
We
Same.
have Good Boys.
know what that
By what is it? Seth Rogen and those guys who made.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, we have that coming out. Angel Has Fallen, which is the third installment of.
Fuck, dude, I forgot about that goddamn.
When does that come out?
August,
It
I
looks
think?
like it's August 23rd.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Let's
see
see
that
it.
movie. I really wish I was hanging out with Dion because that's the perfect movie for us to go to that bistro theater, get a couple of beers,
Yes.
and scream about Gerard Butler.
Yes.
Yeah,
dude.
I guess that's all that's coming out during the summer. September we got a couple ones. In September we also have Rambo coming out. Rambo
Ooh.
Last Blood.
Ooh.
We're actually
So,
going to go
yeah.
through quite a few movies this year for the
Yeah,
Yeah.
this summer's pretty full. There are some that I didn't mention that I'm going to watch as well. Probably Shaft comes out this weekend.
Oh fuck!
I kind of want to see
Shit.
that.
I want to see it, but I'm a fan of the franchise. I love the character, but it's like, that's not like gonna make a bunch of money. There's just no way it's gonna happen.
Well, here's the thing. I would rather give Shaft my money than Men in Black.
Oh, easily,
Yeah.
easily.
I won't pay to see Men in Black International. Sorry,
You
Tessa.
heard it here first, folks. Nick would rather have the Shaft.
Well,
He is a soccer mom now.
yeah.
Oh,
Get the haircut.
No, I'm not
Yes.
getting. I want to see the manager haircut. No.
folks,
Come on, Karen, do it.
folks, if you want to
Whoa,
see
whoa,
Nick
whoa,
Cam
whoa.
get the soccer mom haircut, let's go ahead and get a tank truck
Oh
going in that
fuck!
Shaft.
No, fuck that. It's not happening.
If we could
Ain't gonna
raise
happen.
$1,000, Nick, would you get it?
No, not gonna happen.
Type K for Karen, please. Chat.
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
Karen,
God.
please.
Also, another movie
Manager.
coming out in June is The Dead Don't Die with Bill Murray.
That looks good.
Oh
Yeah,
it's a Brown
with
Bunny.
Adam Driver. Adam Driver's best movie.
Kendo.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah.
Brown
Also Kenda's favorite actress. So
Brown Bunny.
there we go.
yes. Our friend the Grand Inquisitor says, "Oh yeah, give me some of that world-class BS." Well, Grand
Got it.
Inquisitor, ask and you shall receive. We are here, firing on all cylinders. It's a classic episode of the making.
Great
So
night.
yeah, be here, folks. Be here every Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live here on YouTube. If you're listening, if you're out there listening on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, and all that stuff, we thank you very much. But live is the place to be, to get into the community, get involved, and have some fun with us. Play some video games. E3 was this weekend. There's probably a list that you're going to go buy when you're playing Mario Kart because it's on sale, or you're playing Doom or Gears of War. The audio's cool, but you want to listen to us on Thursdays, have some laughs while you're playing online. Go kill Noobmaster 69. Who knows? Just
Right.
have some fun. Speaking of games,
Bitch.
yeah, he is. Speaking of games, Alpha Terranema says Squeenix Black Widow looks like Brim from Splinter Cell with her hair down, which gives the big chub. No new SC though. That would make the small chub.
All right.
Did you guys have a chance to watch the Avengers trailer? The game?
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Dion, what did you think?
As excited as I am for the game, those character designs are fucking terrible. Cap's outfit looks terrible. Thor looks fucking terrible. Like I said, I'm excited for the game. And it was weird that the only character design that looks like the movie equivalent is fucking Hulk.
Yeah,
Everyone else looks different. I was like, why did they do it that? If you're gonna do the Hulk, why not do all of them? So I'm excited, but I am cautious as fuck. I don't know how that game's gonna turn out, dude.
Well, here's my thing. Like, I'm going to give it the same chance I would give any other game. You guys know how important aesthetics of video games are, aesthetics of anything. Good comic book art or this or that. Like, I just care. There's a certain style that I dislike. And I think that the Avengers falls into that, like, overly rendered category. And it's nothing to do with me. Like, I don't need them to look like the movie, but I just think, like, the Captain America suit looks bad. Black Widow doesn't look like a woman. The haircuts, the beards, there's just everything looks weird. Like the engine they use is kind of off. Maybe it could be because I'm thinking of the movie, but at the same time, I've been a comic book fan long enough that I don't have to hear, Chris Evans' voice as Captain America. Like I know the iterations from the Avengers cartoons in 2012, which he would have been, already the character, but still the stuff from the 80s, the stuff from the 90s, and the few appearances he had in Spider-Man. Like I'm cool with all that stuff. But man, like, I hope this game's good. If this game is, amazing and the gameplay is spectacular, I'm going to be there and we're going to play it online together and have fun. I did note that there was no Captain Marvel in this trailer, which was a nice breath of fresh air. So,
well, again, people can posture all they want, but yeah, Marvel knows where their fucking money is and where the actual fans are going to go. But kind of to piggyback off that, I'm totally okay with them not looking like the movie characters, 100%. But I hate, we finally got out of that age of the movie inspired games, right? So we didn't, we had the Iron Man game based on the movie. We had the Thor game, the Captain America game, we had the Clash of Titans game. We had we finally got out of that shit. And it's like, they're trying to do it, and either you're gonna make them look like the movie characters or don't. Stop doing this half-ass shit because when I'm playing it, it's gonna take me out of the game, and I fucking hate that. Either make it a separate thing or make it part of the thing that you want it to be part of. You know, so and again, even if you're not going to do that, at least make the goddamn outfits look great. Make the fucking and apparently they're still going to have a bunch of costumes that's going to be all DLC and shit. I'm all for it.
And it's
But
free. We got to give them
but
credit. All the
yes,
DLC is free.
yes, but the default costumes just look terrible.
Well, I look. Here's the difference between this and Spider-Man, though, for people out there that are wondering, like, because people have been listening to us for a while, and I did not like that white spider suit, though I hated it. The first suit in the game is the classic Spider-Man costume, and it's perfect. It is my favorite look of Spider-Man. Like, for our toy collector listeners, Hot Toys is releasing a Scarlet Spider Hot Toys doll based on the game, and I'm sitting there thinking, this is cool. I'm glad you got all that shit. Can we get the classic suit? I will throw down the money and buy it today. Like, please give me the classic suit. There's just something perfect about it. But the game gave you all options from the get-go. And, the cutscenes and all that stuff never made you wear that ugly white spider suit if you didn't want to. I hope the Avengers game, like, we know that they can put the movie costumes in these games. And here's the thing. It's not even going to cost extra money. Like, that shitty mobile game has all the movie suits in there. You can be Iron Man 3 Iron Man. That's not a Robert Downey Jr. deal. He doesn't own the designs. So Square Enix, if you're listening, and we know you are because I will give credit. I'm going to make a follow-up video to the one I put out today. It's going to be a short one, but just check it out. They're actually listening to the fans. And in today's climate, it is so refreshing to hear a company say, we hear your feedback, we appreciate it, and we're going to go back and we're going to look at it and we're going to make changes if need be. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but when we're 2 years removed from Star Wars saying you're a sexist and a racist if you don't like what we do, a company to tell you we'll listen to what you have to say just makes me all the happier to open my wallet to you.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. Fight those battles when they're supposed to be fought, not to subconsciously get more money from people.
That's why it's in business.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's the whole customer's always right thing, but you market towards your target audience, and they pay you, and you try to make shit to them to keep them to coming back to keep paying you.
Well, the thing is, though, the customer always is right, not necessarily in their opinions, but what they dictate as a market. So
true, yeah. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna make something. Oh, you didn't like it? Fuck you! Don't pay me. That's not the way it works. It's supposed to say, okay, all right, I hear you, and I'm gonna do something right by you. We're gonna fix this, and we're gonna give you something better.
Yeah, don't ever be adversarial. It's funny how us, we're a YouTube channel, we're a business, we're growing, but it's funny how these big corporations get adversarial with their audience. Like, I will give credit to Hasbro. The way they run their Marvel toy line, they listen to the people. People are like, we want Jim Lee X-Men. Guess what? The whole team's almost released, and people are falling over themselves to buy the toys. People are like, I want this Star Wars character. No, you're going to get more Rey. You're going to get more Holdo. Okay, I'm just not going to buy it. Well, then, you're going to buy it or you're a sexist. No, we're not going to buy it. And then it sits on store shelves. But Marvel toys, with the exception of the Captain Marvel wave, those things move so quick. And it's not that I'm picking apart the female-led stuff to try to make a point. I'm not making this up. I'll try to go film it maybe over the weekend if I remember. My Target has all the Captain Marvel stuff. My GameStop has all the Captain Marvel stuff. Now, it's not falling off the pegs. They ordered 1 or 2 cases, but they didn't move the same way that the Kingpin wave moved, or the same way that the Caliban wave. And you're thinking, who's Caliban? Well, that wave includes Wolverine, Gambit, Jubilee, Beast. Those are all big A-list characters, so those are going to move. Captain Marvel, no. Sorry, guys. Now, speaking of toys, Logan Michael Anti-Funko Pop says, thoughts on San Diego Comic-Con exclusives from NECA and Mattel? My favorite reveal from Mattel was the Batman 89 Hot Wheels set and the He-Man 2-pack. Now, boys, we're getting close to Comic-Con. I'm excited because the way the channel operates now, that we're always, because remember back in the day when we were just a weekly podcast and that was it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now we're an everyday type of thing, either on social media, here on YouTube, our Facebook groups, all kinds of stuff. We always are reporting, bringing you guys content. And Comic-Con is going to be a treasure trove of information. We're going to learn more about DC streaming services, all kinds of cool stuff that's going to happen. And I'm looking forward to the toys to clean out my wallet. So, that's that. But Logan,
is DC going to be part of Warner Brothers? Are they making their own thing together, or are they?
I thought I heard DC wasn't going to be at Comic-Con.
I heard Warner Brothers wasn't going to do a Hall H panel, which is like the big one for the movies. But I bet you they'll have because isn't this year Batman 80?
Yeah.
Or Batman is 80 years this year.
Yep.
They'll do something for Batman. They'll release some toys, and it's the 30th anniversary of Batman 89. So I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't get a new toy line or some shit like that. So I look at it for the collectibles. That's all I care about. I don't care about the books. Sorry, comics, you're garbage right now. That's why we make our own and are successful. By the way, I'm not going to tell the listeners, and I don't want you to spoil it. But you guys saw the pages of the climax. How good does it look?
Fantastic.
I can't. You've told me everything about it, and I've seen you've given us drawings all the time, and like I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to get a copy.
I may have chubbed up a little.
And now, folks, I didn't prep them to tell them to say that, but I've been sharing stuff with them because I'm really, really close to the end. And as soon as it's done, I have a system to get the books out quickly to you guys. So don't worry, it's almost there. I'll update if anything changes, and it won't because I'm like, I can see the finish line, I could smell it, and no, it's not all you're smelling is my bullshit like Detective Todd Dion. Or excuse me, Inspector Todd. I'm wrong. It's fun. Like, I'm glad it's almost over because you guys need to read the story, but you'll definitely want to read our next comic and the comic after that. And, we'll keep making them if you guys keep buying them. So thank you for your patience. And Comic-Con, maybe we'll be at Comic-Con one day, guys.
That'll be crazy.
That is a fucking goal, baby.
I look forward to being thrown out of Comic-Con.
God, that would be insane as hell, but I'd gladly do it at least once.
Oh, Kendo, we'll bring Keith with us to make sure, we're following the rules.
Okay. Well, I mean, or if we break the rules, he could at least get us out of it.
Yeah, well, I like him anyway, so he's fun to hang out with.
He is a cool dude.
He is. When I'm done with the book, he and I are going to hang out just to have a beer, shoot the shit, so.
Fantastic.
Anyway, though, let me answer Logan Michael's super chat question because he's been very patient. I have not seen the Batman 89 Hot Wheels set, but I'm going to buy it. I don't care what it is. It could be that cabbage cart that Batman wrecks into and the Batmobile. I'm going to buy it because I love it.
I am 100% in.
The Hot Wheels Batman 89 cabbage cart.
You could sell me the chemicals that the Joker fell in, and all it comes with a glove, and I'll buy it. I don't care.
Yeah, dude, I want a Hot Wheels of that fucking float that he's riding around on. He's throwing the money out with the balloons, and hubba.
Awesome.
The Bicentennial.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I watched that movie the other day at the gym, like part of it. It is. I can't believe it's 30 in 6 days. So next Wednesday, we agreed we were going to do the commentary. You guys going to be available?
I should be.
All right, we'll work around your schedule. Okay. We want to do it live, folks. So you want to join us for our Batman 89 commentary. It's going to be a celebration of Batman.
Oh, yeah. I'm in.
Logan Michael, I did see the He-Man pack. I don't really collect He-Man or the Masters of the Universe, so I'm not going to buy it. But I am excited for anything from Batman 89. And we'll be covering that. Hell, I might do some Good Morning Pop Cultures when San Diego Comic-Con's going live so I can entertain you guys more. So just be on the lookout for that. Gary the Lost Boys Nerdrotic says, say hello to the night. Lost Boys. I watched that movie way too much. I don't know what the appeal is, but I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I wish it again.
So I keep hearing that CW wants to do a show of it, and that it crash and burn and like all kinds of shit, man. It's
you mean CW shows? They never go wrong at all, ever.
Never.
You mean like Catwoman?
Oh, you mean that epic Emmy-winning show that's gonna eventually win an Emmy? I swear to God, it will. I'm not saying it, but it will win an Emmy because it's so good.
I think they'll throw them several token Emmys.
God.
Ruby Rose for Best Actress ever in a thing.
I'd rather have Ruby Rose.
You mean Best Actress as Cardboard was clearly her best role?
Cardboard, the animated series. I'd watch that.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Fuck Batman. Shut up, Cardboard Box.
Every episode, it's like the life cycle of the box. It gets made into a box, something gets put in, it gets shipped someplace, and at the end, it gets thrown in the recycling barrel. And then tune in next week. What will be in the box? What's in the box each week?
Can we have an epic crossover with Solid Snake? He's hiding under the box in one episode.
Yes.
God, I love those games.
Oh my
so
god.
Ham Sandwich says, made a proper edit of the Batman trailer. Please watch. I did watch it. I was looking at it right before the show started. So you have a fan in me, Ham Sandwich. Check out
awesome.
Ham Sandwich's channel, folks. Commander Pluto says, I aced my job interview 3 weeks ago. You are now looking at a brand new cook. Well,
Congratulations.
Nice.
Good
Very
job.
nice. Congratulations, man.
I'll take 2 tamales, please.
Now, wasn't Commander Pluto nervous about the job interview, right?
He was,
Yeah,
but
Yes, he was.
apparently he aced it. He walked right into TD Garden. He wiped his dick all over the curtains and said, thanks, we're taking the cup. See you, bitch.
I think you're projecting right now, and I'm going to allow it because it's but Commander Pluto, we told you were going to get the job, man. You just got to stay cool, be positive, and make it happen, and you did.
That's
So
right.
congratulations.
And always, if you're ever if you're ever worried or anything, like that, just always wonder to yourself, what would WCBS do?
That's right. And we would say, you make that food and you make it delicious, and we'll eat it.
Okay, so the culprit of Mother, Swinging Cod, says, as a Cap fan, I feel you, Kendo. The relief is sweet, brother. Also, thanks for suffering Mother. At least there's some boobies.
Yeah, there. Okay, so yeah, we touched on the see-through dress, and then at the end when she's being gang beaten by a bunch of people trying to save her baby, she gets her top ripped off. It's, you know what? Let's go ahead and gloss over that. And yes, as a Capitals fan, yes, you got your sweet relief. We got ours this year, back-to-back first ever Cup winners, and I would say next year let's do it again. But no, we're gonna go ahead and just go back-to-back ourselves, and I see a dynasty in the future. I love you, Tarasenko.
Robbed at Fun Point gave us a $5 super chat with no message. Thank you very much, Robbed at Fun Point. And his icon is Charlie Kelly, so you get a high five from me.
Oh yeah, that's a thumbs up. I'm doing it right here. You can't see it, but you got a double thumbs up.
Commander Pluto also says, I don't know much about American football. The only football I know is AFL, or also known as Australian footy.
Ooh, Australian rules football is fantastic. Take the best parts of rugby and the hard hits of American football, and you've got Australian rules football. I don't even know why they say Australian rules. I'm pretty sure there are none. I've seen guys jump up to try to catch the ball. Some dude just walk up and look like he just cold cocks him. Guy drops. Dude takes the ball and takes off running. I was like, I fucking love this sport.
That's insane.
Darth Tika says, Dion, let's get white girl wasted at Star Wars Celebration.
Ooh, yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Yeah, Darth Tika doesn't live too far from California, so he made the trip to Chicago.
Okay, so all right, so next year it's in California.
Yeah, it's in Santa Barbara or San Diego.
Make sure I got my shots.
Yeah, we should film a documentary about the plight of California.
Yeah.
Well, what we should do is, since we're technically press, we should try to get an interview with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Talk about his career.
And then Dion will drop kick him.
Don't. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I love him too. Plus, I'd actually hurt the motherfucker. That skinny fucker.
Yeah, that's a little skinny kid.
Yeah, I'm a big slab of T-bone steak, boy.
Medium rare.
007 Cloud says, if we play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 together, dibs on Spidey. Yes, you can have dibs on Miles Morales Spider-Man. Sure.
The sassiness begins.
I'll take Batman.
Yeah. I love that. Gary, the Lost Boys Nerdrotic, also said, spiky 80s hair will save us from the wokeness.
Hopefully.
Unless they appropriate that and it's like, my hair's all spiky because it represents the pain I feel every day. I was like, God damn it.
They're
ruining everything.
Are they going to start listening to The Cure?
They might.
Nobody's doing it now.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah, if some hipster, dorky SJW comes around to me like, Friday, I'm in love, be like, I'm out. I'm down.
Yeah.
See ya. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, we've lost the war, folks.
We've lost The Cure. And I'm not even a Cure fan.
Nor am I.
I don't think really anyone's a Cure fan.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of their songs are okay.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't consider them like a favorite band of world-class bullshitters.
No. I don't even know if we have a favorite band.
Okay, so we have Richard Donner's our patron saint. We all agree with that one.
Yeah.
Who is the most Roll Tide woman of world-class bullshitters? Like, who would we all agree on as a 10 out of 10 out of 10?
Oh, we might have to turn this into a round table for the Patrons.
Okay, we'll save that for after hours.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Because that's one thing where there's going to be lots of us. We're going to bring lots to the table, and we're going to have to like start picking it out and debating shit. Because
well, I'm glad you have a topic for that. So remind me.
Yeah.
We go over to our after hours continuation of all that. Oh, by the way, I found out that there's this like function on YouTube where you can offer like exclusive stuff. So we might even try that.
There you go. But as for the band, I mean, other than Dale Jepson and the Nighthawks, I don't think we've ever rallied behind a specific person or band.
It's really just that one song. But
God.
I don't know, man. Big Tit
Dale
Witch Bitch
Dale Jepson's in Thailand right now, teaching them how cars don't work.
Well, he doesn't know shit about how cars work, so it's
exactly.
For him.
they got a mechanic, and he's a real shitty mechanic.
Yeah.
we should come up with a couple things that are the official world class bullshitters, like actor, this, that, and the other, like 4 things, and we can always reference that as like, well, according to our patron Saint Richard Donner, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Dude, I'm down. I'm down.
Okay, so we're gonna read the next 3 super chats, and then we're gonna get back to the show. So first off, Commander Pluto has an important question. If you had the chance, what would you change about Endgame?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a very good one.
I would change the ending. I don't like it. The more I think about it,
Part.
I like I would change the end battle. Oh no!
Make it more long and drawn out. You mean?
Well, if it's only one thing, if I had a chance, what would I change? It doesn't say what one thing would you change. It says what would I change? I would have Thanos, like Thanos from Infinity War, be the final boss. I don't feel the connection between the new Thanos that doesn't even know about, oh, I'm just going to destroy the world to be evil type of shit. I like Thanos. I would have had that. The emotion of the final battle would have been a little differently. I would have had to be smaller. It was nice that they all snapped back, but I kind of would have had that be the end. Like for me, it would have been much cooler to see the original 6 Avengers fight Thanos off, kind of like Battle of New York style, and then maybe a little more assistance here and there. But I don't know, man. I got to rewatch it again. But you know how your memory, you think of certain things. Like I'm remembering not liking the movie as much as I thought I did, but it's still not bad.
No, yeah, I definitely think you gotta rewatch it for sure, just to air that out, because there were definitely some parts where you're like, damn, and I get that. I definitely think there was
because remember, I only saw Infinity War once in theater, and then when I saw it again, I was like, holy shit.
Right. And you've done that with movies before, and that's totally fine. I just think that especially with Endgame is so emotionally heavy, it's hard to you know what I mean? Like it's hard to process the action bits because there was just so much going on. And I think that's fair. I mean, that kind of is another testament to the time it took on the movie. And yeah, that's definitely the first thing I changed to. If anything's definitely not having 2014 Thanos. I would have had, the Thanos that we see at the beginning of Endgame. You see that red disappearance, and it's him and then he finally shows up at the end. That's how I would have did it. And then also, I would have had everyone that comes back 5 years older. I don't want everyone coming back who they were when they left. I think that would add a whole lot more to whatever franchise is going to be born out of this fucking ash pile. Especially Spider-Man. I would have had him not be, he's 5 years older. Everyone's 5 years older. They're thrown back in this world, and then they got to fucking, that gives you more villains. It gives you all this shit. So I wouldn't have it be like, oh, we are exactly where we were 5 years ago, guys. It's good to be back. Thanks. Missed you. Love you. Bye. No, I wouldn't have done that.
I would have taken out the girl power scene because that was dumb.
Yeah,
that was
because like it was like this whole fight going on, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, all the girls lining up and they're gonna help it. No, that doesn't make sense.
Dude, even my uncle was like, because we hung out right after that, and he was like, I even bring it up because he's like, "What'd you think of Endgame?" I was like, "This, that, and he was like, yeah, but that weird scene with all the chicks in it." Because he was like, it looked cool, but he was like, it was really heavy handed. I was like, I know, right? What the fuck,
You're not Uncle Peppy, right?
Yep. And he was like, I took my daughter. She's like, she said the same thing. I was like, thank you, fucking thank you.
Well, the thing I will say about Uncle Peppy is like the classic, like old school fan of stuff that grew up, like, have a life but still follows the shit. So he understands it on the fundamental level, has followed it for decades, and then will support it, but he will be able to see the bullshit. Because I know a lot of people with like episode 7, you buy into the nostalgia. You think, oh, when I watch this movie, I'm going to be 7. I'm going to be playing with my Kenner figures, this and the other. And you're really not. You're going to be watching a movie at the same age your life's, the same type of thing. And I'm glad that somebody like him can look back or look at a movie and think, I've been reading comic books for 50 plus years, but and that's bullshit. So sometimes we get these people that are so tied to shit that they can't be honest with themselves. They just get into fights for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So here's how I would have booked this shit.
Oh God.
So Thanos from Infinity War is the big baddie at the end. They got to take him down, and as it's happening, there's no time travel during the movie. They realize they have to do it, so it's like a caper thing. So while they're fighting him, it's up to somebody to be able to go through the time slipstreams and try to pick off the stones to try to denude his power as best they can to get him down to regular size, power-wise, to be able to defeat him. So it's like a race against the clock. Can we handle this? Can we do this? We're fighting Thanos. He's at full strength. Oh, now he's lost the gem. Oh, but he's still kicking our. Oh, but then he's lost. Yeah, that's money.
Well, maybe we'll get to see that alternate cut with more Captain Marvel, right? Right?
Dude,
No.
I love the fallout from that. I love everyone having to swallow the fact that Endgame's a better movie without her, and I'm fucking sitting over here in my fucking drunken haze being like, I fucking told you so, bitches.
Yeah, we called that one from
I
a mile
loved it.
away.
Oh my god, I love that so much. Oh,
Our track record is better than people want to give us credit for.
exactly.
Yeah.
Man.
We called a lot of shit. Like,
Yeah,
Said,
dude, we
hey, the
saw that
Russo brothers
from-
don't want to do that. Like they know what they're fucking doing, and sure enough, you know they garner that deal. We'll do the movie. We'll have her in Endgame technically, but she's not an OG. She's not going to be the one to save the day. Like everyone was so scared that it was going to happen. God damn, that makes me so fun. Oh,
Oh,
Well,
dude,
not
we
only-
saw that coming.
not only was she not the one to save the day, she just wasn't in the fucking movie.
she
too.
got fucking headbutted out the goddamn. Whoa, that was great.
Yeah.
Would you
I'm
put
gonna hit a
that?
heavy bag right now after seeing that fucking.
Would
scene.
you put that as one of your happiest movie moments of the year?
Oh,
like,
fuck.
when
Oh
Captain Marvel
yeah.
comes out of
Oh
the
yeah.
film,
They fucking snuffed that flame out into the goddamn night. Oh yeah, bam! Out of the movie into the van.
Yeah,
I was
she
like,
was-
fucking thank you.
Yeah, she
it was
was
like the
she was
fucking
just
bat from Smash Brothers. Bing! See ya.
yeah. She was basically just Captain MacGuffin of the movie. That's all she
Yep.
was.
Yep. God
I've been-
damn, that was awesome.
Kid, speaking of Smash Brothers, I've been playing that a lot lately.
So have I, dude. I love getting that bat because I am lethal with that sumbitch. The other day I played a game and the bat dropped 3 times. I had 33 kills in 5 minutes.
Oh, you play time limit? I play stock.
Yeah, no, I play time limit because I like to see how many people I can destroy. And you throw me the bat and it's over, buddy, because I will clobber some bitches. I got it down pat to where it's just roll, bing, 450 feet, pumping my fist as I go around the bases.
Well, then the E3 sales for Nintendo are pretty decent. I have Mario Kart finally, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
see
Sweet.
like I'm part of the club.
It's I double dipped on that one because I got it on the Wii U because I was one of those people that actually bought one, but it was the Zelda edition, so I can defend myself. Fuck you.
No, you bought a Wii U. You can't defend shit.
I can when I'm a whore for the Zelda brand, and I will buy anything Zelda's.
No, that
Jeff's
just means-
been
that
there
just
when
means
I
you're a
bought
whore.
Monopoly.
You Hyrule slut, shut up.
Yeah, I am a high rule slut, and I'm cool with that. So, but yeah, no, I double dipped on that, and I will say the deluxe is way cooler than it was on Wii U, just because the graphics are better, and some of the things that they changed about it were really cool. It makes it look and feel a lot more fun.
When I turned it on and Mario was driving a Mercedes,
Yep.
I just thought this is the right game for me.
Yeah, because what they did was they had like a tie-in with Mercedes, and you could download exclusive like Mercedes shit for to use in your car. And it was actually the Mercedes was one of the most OP cars you could have at the beginning of the game. So you got some better shit, but it was cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I don't really have a lot of time for games right now, but when they're 33% off, it's kind of a good deal for a Nintendo game.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, dude, especially if it's Mario Kart. I mean, that's a great price because that's hours of entertainment on end.
Well, I picked up Mario Kart, Mario Odyssey, and Kirby.
Mario Odyssey is another great game. It's a lot different than your traditional Mario game, but it's a lot of fun.
I felt a little guilty because I know how much time it'll take, but I told myself if I can work like a foot away from the Switch and never really turn it on during the work time, it won't be a problem. So eventually, we'll do some live streaming, folks, and we'll just use an excuse to take the conventions and play.
Yeah, dude, you'll love Mario Odyssey. I was skeptical about it when I first got it. I was like, this is weird and different because it's kind of like 64 Mario with the whole 3D open world sort of type thing, but there's there's levels, but it's not like, I don't know. There's no like, here's point A, get to point B. There's other shit you can do, but it's really cool. Especially when you get to the city. That's a lot of fun.
New Donk City.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
I
What
mean, I
did,
know it's good, Nick.
I was gonna say, what did you guys think of Jedi Fallen Order?
Let's talk about E3. Yeah, I saw the trailer and I thought it looked okay. What do you guys think?
I thought it looked decent.
I was like, hey, I already played Star Wars Unleashed, but I'll play this one too.
Yeah, that's a feeling I got too. I was like, this is a very like child-esque version of Star Wars Unleashed.
Yeah.
Star Wars Unleashed was fucking awesome.
Yes, it was.
Oh my
both were
God, I
very
missed
short.
those games.
Both were very short, but they were very awesome fucking games.
Yeah,
especially with everything
that
you
was
could do.
that was actually my complaint. They were really short. I wish they were longer games. Like I would have loved for them to be hours longer. It would have been great. Yeah, this looks interesting to me. This may be something I buy when it's like a deep discount, and that's going to be about it. I'm not going to like buy this day of.
Yeah,
This is
I'm
not
not
going to
gonna buy it.
be day of kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, especially with already playing. I was one of those idiots that bought into that rumor that they were going to make a Vader game, essentially based on that 2017 comic that came out, the Darth Vader series, and where it was going to be like Force Unleashed with Vader. So I was like super like, I was like, please let that be it. Please let that be it. And sure enough, it's another crew cut fucking kid, but whatever. The effects look cool. I liked being able to fucking, the whole time thing was weird, but yeah, it looked pretty good. I'm not gonna bust my wallet open and go buy it, but I'll get it eventually.
I think I'll buy it for the channel, and when it comes out, we'll do live streams of it so people can watch that. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
folks, make sure you guys watch those so we know that you like them, and we'll do more stuff. When Red Dead Redemption 2 came out, a lot of people watched it in the beginning, so we'll do something similar to that. And maybe we'll even talk about it like on after hours. Like, okay, so this week on the game, I saw this and did this and fought stormtroopers. Watch, the game's going to be terrible and really short, and I'll be like, all right, well, that was this week's show, and that's the whole game. So thank you.
God, that'd be terrible.
Oh God.
Look, there's a difference, folks, between being optimistic and negative and realistic. And the game seems cool, but this is EA. I almost said E3. This is an EA game. And
Yeah.
we sat through the whole Battlefield fiascos, and those were terrible. Well,
God, I fucking I love those pictures of Black Friday. Those cabinets were all like barren except for Xbox and PS4 versions of Battlefront 2. I was like, fuck, man, that's how much they screwed up. When even on Black Friday, everybody remembers what you did and nobody wants to support you.
well, my favorite part is that game came out and did terribly. The Last Jedi had all that shit happen. It's just like, Disney fell on its face, and I was like, okay, thank you guys. To the people out there that don't support stupid crap. But this one could be great, could be terrible. Not too interested in Lego Star Wars, the episodes 1 through 9. If there's interest, it could be a channel thing, but there's got to be.
Yeah. Lego Star Wars is fun, but it's like it's Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, I've played them. I mean,
yeah.
I want to play Lego Indiana Jones again. That'd be fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. But yeah, they're real tedious and everything. Not getting all the stuff to complete them 100%. But yeah, it's a good time.
Lego Jurassic World was far better than the movie.
Well, from what I've heard, that's not hard to be.
No.
Oh God! Also, Halo Infinite the trailer for that came out. So,
yep, that was very interesting. It'll be nice to see, even though I wasn't a Halo guy, it'd be nice to see that franchise back. I think it's good for video games for Halo to be back.
Yes,
and now granted, I'm still kind of pissed there's no news on the movie. That's still a pipe dream, but I thought the trailer looked fucking good as shit, and it was cool to see. We lost. I was like, holy shit. I am interested, sir. I want to see where this fucking goes.
Yeah, because the last two games for me have been shit. I played through them. I was like, this is not fun. This is not good. And also with Xbox being assholes, being with 4K we can't do couch co-op because the pixels won't be like, motherfucker. We don't care about that. We do not care about that. Downgrade. I want to be able to fucking to see my friend's screen so I can go behind him and knife him in the back. That's what the fuck I want to do. I don't
system
care.
was built on couch co-op.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, couch co-op was the crux of what you did, and then you're just like, no, fuck it, we're not gonna do it. Go fuck yourself, okay?
Some of the most fun in my life I've had with friends is sitting down in a game in the same room. Like, don't play GoldenEye with me because I will screen peek, and if we're in the facility, I know exactly where the fuck you are. You cannot escape me in GoldenEye. I am inevitable, to quote.
Yeah. Oh no, I do. I used to
Iron Man
all the time for Halo, all the damn time. People hated me for that shit.
Yeah.
Man, I'm excited. No, okay, let me rephrase it. I'm interested in this new Xbox, that Scarlet.
Yeah,
I am too. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm interested to see how that fucking turns out because that they need a W after Xbox One.
Yeah, big time. PS4 beat the hell out of it.
I still love my PS4. I stand by it. It's a damn good console. I'm enjoying the fuck out of it now. I've had it for. I mean, I got the whole VR setup for it, and I love that. Whenever I get that going, like it's so much fun.
What I've come to the realization is that I like consoles almost more than I like buying the games because it's just something about having a new piece of technology that's exciting. and to see what it can do. And in reality, it's like, well, I'm going to buy this console and I'm going to stream Netflix on it. And that's about it.
Yep, for sure.
That's basically what it is. It's a giant stream box. That's what it is.
Dude, that's my Xbox, dude. It's a glorified Blu-ray player. I've gotten more action out of my PS2 over the last month than I have in my Xbox, other than watching Blu-rays.
Could we maybe add that to our Hall of Fame for one of the best consoles ever, the PS2?
Oh, dude,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Fuck
No,
it,
100%.
Yeah.
That's the we can name that right now. The console of this channel.
I agree.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2, best console of all time, World Class Bullshitters official. If you disagree, fine. Let us know in the chat what your favorite is. But
I was gonna say I've actually considered buying that HDMI thing to put it on the big TV and
Do it.
actually going back and buying old PlayStation 2 games and just be like, this is all I'm gonna play now. This and Switch and
That's what
occasionally DS.
for a while.
Oh, I've just rediscovered my love of NHL 04 because that's probably the greatest. Dude, it's honestly, I'm not to derail shit on sports video games, but it's probably the greatest NHL game they ever put out because after that, it just got EA went downhill kind of fast after that because then it all became about online bullshit and the whole concept of dynasty mode and the actual great parts of the gameplay were gone.
You said that's 05?
04.
04, okay.
It,
2003.
I got the original. I got the original cover with that too, with Crash Heatley on it. So, little side note: Danny Heatley got put on the cover. Within a month, he was in a car crash. Was alcohol fueled and speed fueled. Killed his teammate. They took him off the cover. Put Joe Sakic on.
No, I did not know.
But I have the original cover
man.
because I bought it. I bought it the day that it came out, and I think
That's crazy,
my EA Gamer stats thing that they had. I think at the end of my college year that year, I had like 10 days worth of playing that game under my belt.
Whew.
Yeah, I had a rough time at that college that year because I spent most of my time drinking and playing NHL.
Now, do we like the fat PS2 or the skinny PS2?
Fat all day,
Fat.
baby.
Oh yeah, dude, fat all day. That's the only one I got. That's the one I have.
I still have my
upgraded.
original fat PS2, man. We waited a little bit, and then when I graduated 8th grade, my aunt bought it, and I got that fat boy, and it is still in working condition. Every once in a while, I'll take it apart, clean off the laser, but ooh,
Yeah, dude.
It's
What I love about that thing is when I plugged mine in a few weeks ago and started playing it again, it compared to the new shit, it sounds like a jet.
yep.
Like you're sitting there and you're, it's like what the fuck is it broken?
Especially if you haven't cleaned it out in a while.
Yeah, it's like a jet taking off on your TV as opposed to one of the new ones where you just hear. It's great.
It's a great looking system too. I love that. It's just basically it's like a rectangle, but it looks so cool.
Yeah.
And still futuristic somehow. It was
It is.
God,
Man.
I remember the countdown for that system was like well over a year before it came out. People were like, oh, I'm not going to get Dreamcast, PlayStation 2. I'm sitting there enjoying Nintendo 64, and then I wanted the GameCube. But Dion, you got it. You said when you graduated 8th grade, I got PS2 my 8th grade birthday. So I would turn 14 that year. And I got no games, but I got a system and a memory card, and then 2 people let me borrow games. So I had Gran Turismo and Grand Theft Auto 3.
Oh god, that damn memory card bullshit.
That's crazy. I got the system in 2 game, or no, system in 1 game, but no memory card. So I got Enter the Matrix, but we didn't have a fucking memory card. So so my parents didn't buy me one. I had to wait. I think it was a week before we could go to the store so I could buy a fucking memory card. So every time I played Enter the Matrix, I had to fucking play up as far as I could, turn that shit off, and start all over the next fucking day. And then I fucked up. And I bought fucking right when we got it, I had some money. So instead of getting a memory card, I bought Wolverine's Revenge. Actually, Wolverine's Revenge is a great fucking game. And I didn't buy, I waited a week to get a memory card. So I'll be playing that game, not be able to save that bitch, and then have to start all over again. And it was for a week. That week was the longest goddamn week starting over. I was awesome at those first 2 levels though, motherfucker.
Dude, I remember getting mine. So I got mine. So it was right after I moved up to Michigan. So it's August 2002. And so I moved up. I had my 64. My buddy Ben and I were sitting around. I drank a bottle of Jaeger. I know, me and Jaeger. Nobody believes that. And we were playing Perfect Dark. And then the next day I went over to his house and he had PS2 and we were playing NCAA 2003. And I was like, this game is amazing. I have to own one of these. So instead of paying rent that next month, I just went and bought a PlayStation 2. And
dude.
And bought NCAA 03 and a memory card, and dude, I hit the ground running from them. Still have that same system. Don't have the games. The only one I still have left that I know of is that hockey game and Aqua Teen Hunger Force Golf, because that's actually kind of rare to own that apparently at this stage. And yeah, but I've looked into buying like Vice City again, dude. All right. So talk about memory card bullshit. Okay, Vice City. I played the hell out of Vice City. I was at 96% completion, trying to go 100% on it. My memory card fucked up,
Oh shit!
and I lost it. I lost all of my save data for that.
Dude,
Just Vice City. So I deleted that. I'm like, that's fine. I'll do it again because it's such a great game. I got about 10%. I was like, fuck this. I'm getting better. And I threw it away. And I was like, I'm gonna go buy a new game. Oh wait, NHL comes out next week, and the rest is history.
Is that your favorite game ever? NHL 04?
Before, I don't know if it's my favorite game ever, but it's probably my favorite sports game ever, and that's hard because there were some really great FIFA titles in that middle times. But no, it's probably not my favorite game. It's the one I've probably got the most mileage out of.
Okay, what's your favorite PS2 game ever?
Oh god,
God of War 2, hands down.
Nick?
Destroy Humans.
Ooh, that's a good choice, dude.
I got that for the Xbox.
Yeah, no, I
great
rebought Destroy Humans 1 and 2 on the PS Network, and I have that on my PS4 right now. And I
those are
fucking love
great
it.
games too.
They're remastering them, or they're redoing them. I think. I'm entirely down with that because the first two, I think they made 3 of them. The first 2 were good. The third one sucked. So I was like, whatever.
I think mine will be San Andreas because that's one of my favorite video games of all time.
Ooh,
But
shit.
a close second would be SmackDown versus Raw 2006.
Holy shit! Oh god, 06 was great.
So about this in this year, the calendar year, I bought a new PS2 and I bought that game and I went through and I played through almost everything. That game is better than modern wrestling games. Graphically, obviously, the resolution, the fidelity is not as crisp as the new stuff, but somehow
chain wrestling was amazing in fucking.
And somehow, though, the characters look more realistic in that game in terms of they look like the real people. They're not as shiny and polished, and the lighting's not coming off of every different angle and shit. But the face models look dead on for the time, and they look great. It's a fantastic game. If you don't like wrestling, it's fun. I think I'm gonna crack that out for the weekend and play that. Maybe Sunday morning.
Oh, that's nice.
Do it, dude. I've completed a couple of seasons already of 04 again, and that's 82 games plus playoffs.
Oh shit!
So that's anywhere between in hockey playoffs. That's anywhere between 16 and 3 times 4, 30 games. So, and it's pre lockout hockey. So it was before they changed all the rules to satisfy the fucking Swedes. So it's when you could play hockey like a man, and so. You've got hooking, you've got obstruction going on, fucking fisticuffs all over the place, goalie fights.
What about do you play as the Blues?
No, actually. So the original created team I had was the Grand Rapids Jackasses.
Oh my god.
So that's when I was living up in Grand Rapids. And I had my creative team. And that memory file ended up getting corrupted after I think season 15 because it was like a 20-season dynasty. My current team now is I call them the Charlestown Chiefs after the Slapshot movie, but the other one was the Halifax Dragons, and then Dragons became popular, and I'm like, fuck that, we're the Charlestown Chiefs.
So now, was there anything else at E3 that stuck out to you? I mean,
Breath of the Wild sequel.
Yes, I was about to say Nintendo did a great job this year. I was so impressed by this. Like, look at that Smash Brothers trailer got me, and then the Zelda stuff. I'm ready, dude. They could bring out Breath of the Wild 2 tomorrow.
I'm in line with you wanting to buy it. I'm like, Jeff shows it's time. Let's go get the shit. Let's click the game.
Yeah, we'll take a break from the show for about
Yeah, dude. No, Breath of the Wild, that was like it's such a great, and it's a direct sequel, and it's first actual like direct sequel to a Zelda game since I guess Majora's Mask.
Yeah, Majora's Mask is the last one.
Because you could argue that there are sequels based on like the Zelda timelines and all the divergent timelines and all the nerdy super bullshit that I am way too knowledgeable about when it comes to Zelda, and I'm ashamed to admit it to an extent. But yeah, dude, it's like a direct sequel, so it's kind of cool because Breath of the Wild, dude, I sank a good month into that game, and it wasn't because it took me forever to get to the end. I wanted to do everything, and so
I'm excited for the Zelda fans.
Dude, it's gonna be so.
I still got to play the first Breath of the Wild, but
dude,
I watched Hillary like I was watching a movie, dude. I'm excited for fucking Breath of the Wild too,
dude. When you're in the northwestern part of the map exploring to try to find 2 shrines, and it's 2:30 in the morning, and you're still excited and you can't sleep because you just want to find these shrines because you love this game so much and it looks so great. That's a great game, and that was me. a couple of years ago,
Dude,
and
was it 2017 March, right?
yeah, because I missed the initial launch, and I had to get it about 3 weeks after the Switch came out, and I that's all I did for about a month and a half was that game. All my free time was dedicated to Breath of the Wild.
So you'll laugh. When I got the Switch, I used you know how you plug the Joy-Cons into the thing to make a controller the grip?
Yeah.
My hands, I had like a permanent hand cramp because it's too small for my hand.
Yeah, I remember the video you put out
Yeah.
where you were unboxing it, and like the cartridge was about the size of your thumbnail.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, that Jeff guy is really big. And then I met you, and I'm like, fuck it, he ain't that big.
No, I love the Switch. It's a fun system. I probably have more games for. Well, no, I don't. I have a shitload of PS4 games because they were, free from the PlayStation Plus. But Breath of the Wild 2, sign me up. Smash
Yeah.
Bros. DLC, sign me up. Ultimate Alliance 3, sign me up.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably about it, though. I'm not a Final Fantasy guy, so if you're excited for 7, thumbs up to you. I won't buy it.
Did you guys see
No.
the Cyberpunk 2077 thing?
Yep,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did. I'll probably get that
Keanu.
game. I'll probably get that game. I ain't gonna buy it today. I'm gonna wait to see all the bugs and shit that's gotta happen with that fucking game.
Like I really want to buy that day of, but I'm with you. It's like that is going to be so many bugs with that.
Yeah, and especially like it seems like they're leaning more like obviously it's gonna be on all the systems, but the way that it was presented, how it was like mainly Xbox. I'm just like, anytime that happens, that's fucking bug city. So I'm gonna get it. I'm excited. I like Keanu Reeves saying "fuck" in the trailer, but yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about Cyberpunk.
Yeah, because I've been watching it since a couple, like I think last year, and I even watched the 40-minute gameplay of it. And if it's anything like that, I'm really excited for it. Because look, it's going to be like a very, very fun game. And if the world is as big as they keep saying it is, which is probably not, I hope it's at least somewhat like that. It should be really fun.
Yeah.
So I'm down for that. I think that's one of the ones I'm anticipating as well. Like I hope it's good. Hope there aren't too many bugs, but we'll see.
Yeah, that looked cool. I don't know much about CD Projekt Red. I've never played The Witcher, so
Yeah, I didn't really know about that one either. So I'm just gonna because that's not gonna though that and Cyberpunk's holiday season of 2020, right? So I mean, I'm just gonna wait till then. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. But
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are complaining that it was a shitty E3. It was very lackluster.
yeah, that's bullshit.
See, for me, video games don't mean as much as they used to, especially with the channel and art and stuff like that. I mean, I love gaming. It's fun. It's a part of me, but I like more productive things because at the end of the day, it's like, well, I put in, 400 hours in Grand Theft Auto. What do you have to show for it? Like no physical. It's like, oh, I unlocked the suit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and I love video games too. And now, granted, I haven't had a lot of time either. I've been mainly watching YouTube and Netflix on my PS4 here last few months. But
Watch Urinating Tree.
I heard about that and actually do want to watch it. Thank you for reaffirming that, sir.
He is great.
But it was a really good gaming for E3 because it wasn't just the AAA titles, but there are a bunch of fucking 2D games that are coming out that look really fucking good. So and I get like every once in a while you have to encounter the people that shit on culturally relevant events like E3, not to be cool, but because it's kind of the the antithesis personality that people want to be now, especially when it comes to video games. But overall, I think it was a very good E3. I mean, it wasn't a shit ton of games, but the ones that are coming out seem to be high quality, especially the games that we got to wait a whole year for at least. So, it's good to see some studios, some of them are actually learning from their mistakes. So that seems to be good. Now, granted, I definitely was pissed that Sony decided not to do anything at E3, but
dude, they're gonna do their own thing. And they're gonna announce the PS5, and we're gonna go, oh my god! Because look, they had that thing. What was it? They used to do it in February, right?
Right. Yep.
That PlayStation X or whatever it was called. That was fun. I used to watch that. I think they did
Isn't the Xbox the new one supposed to be like doesn't have a disc drive in it or anything? It's just a hard drive and shit. Is that what they're doing now?
No, that's the new Xbox One. That's that. But this Xbox Scarlet, we don't know anything besides it's supposed to be 8K and 120 hertz and 120 frames.
Dude. First of all, you have to afford an 8K TV and then play online. Good luck playing online with 8K resolution, that refresh rate, and all other bullshit.
Yeah, I look at technology is incredible, but I gotta say that we're not to the point with internet infrastructure that we can do
They
all this.
really want to make that a thing too, and that's like, and I can't decide if that's them rushing it because don't get me wrong, I get the streaming aspect, I get the whole internet thing, but so many people like buying the game, and not everyone wants to have a a memory space limit where you have to constantly uninstall and install fucking games.
Mhm.
It takes forever. Now,
Yeah.
I know we still have to install games with the disc, but it doesn't take that goddamn long, depending on what the game is. I know like shit like Doom took forever. I know Red Dead took forever.
It took hours to do
Yeah,
Red
it did. Yeah,
Yeah, that was fucking
fucking
great. It was 2 discs, but uh, fucking, I don't want to only have games because some games I don't want to fucking have to wait forever to download it and then forever to install it and then forever to get the fucking update, depending on how long it took me to get the goddamn game. That they're really rushing that fucking aspect, and it's just kind of weird.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like one of those great things. So, like, I hooked up my PS2. I put the hockey game in. I could play it right away. Now, if I'm like, oh, I gotta delete this game because I don't play it anymore, and I need the space. Oh, I deleted. I really got the hankering to play whatever. I gotta wait 3 hours to play the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. That's that's the problem as well. It's like I'm actually considering um upgrading my hard drive in my PS4 because I'm just tired of having the small one in there. So
Just
I'm
put
just
a-
considering not buying any new consoles and just living, the glory of college and playing PS2 all the fucking time.
there's nothing
And
wrong with
Switch.
that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
No, there is nothing wrong with it all because I love my PS2 and I can play Dead Ball Zone on it and I'm happy.
There you
It's
go.
just so refreshing to see you so in love since that terrible breakup in your college days. You're back in love with PS2, and I'm just like, you know what? It's true love. God damn it.
I didn't break up in my well, I mean technically I guess I was still technically in college, but my breakup with PS2 happened in like 10 years ago when I got a 360. I guess that would have been the breakup. And that was just because PS2 looked like garbage on my new big screen LCD.
it's not a pretty system to try to put on a flat screen.
No, when you go from those AV cables on your nice little 32-inch whatever flat screen, JCV TV that weighs 58 pounds, and then
Shit.
you get a nice flat screen LCD, it's like 42 inches, and it's like, wow, this looks weird.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's why I haven't moved it over to my living room. It's just in my bedroom because there's just like a little 32-inch LCD in there. It looks fine. But if I try to put it on the 60-inch, it's gonna look like shit.
I was actually thinking about getting I think it was called like an Nvidia Shield, or it's one of these like
oh yeah, yeah,
streaming
yeah.
little things that you can put a PS2 emulator on. And I thought to myself, well, it'll look better because I've been watching a lot of videos on this. It's called like PSX2X or something, and it's this emulator that runs games in a much higher resolution and they look better. And I'm like watching old wrestling games. I'm like, what the hell? This looks like a new game almost in terms of like clarity, not
Right.
graphical, whatever. But I'm just like, this could be a future investment because the games on that system are so good that it's
hmm
worth.
Yeah, I think with the Nvidia Shield, I think I don't know, but you're able to get Steam games as well and play them on there too. So
That'd be interesting. That would be
I
very.
think
Yeah.
yeah. Well, once again, I think that's the way it's supposed to work. I don't know 100%.
Well, I mean, if you want to get that whole trend of not buying, physically disc-based games, I think that's the way to do it. But again, I think, you know, obviously when it comes to shit like that, you can't account for all of the shit that's going to happen, right? But shit like the Anthem debacle is another example of one reason why it's good to stay on to at least have the physical disc-based games. Because imagine having to buy that game and download it. Like that game was fucking. They fucked that game up. And imagine you having to download that fucking giant, a shit game, waiting 3 hours, and then having to try and play it. Like that would be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And it's just if they can get Steam on there, that'd be a great starting block. But I just that's it. That's probably the biggest battle between consumers and producers right now in the industry is that push towards streaming only. So
I
we'll
forgot Anthem even came out.
dude, it was a fucking there was a great article by surprisingly Kotaku, I think is who it was, on just the shit show that whole thing was. And I was just like, the first thing I thought of a couple weeks ago in Ring, I was just like, imagine if people had to download this game. That would have made it. I mean, that would have that would have been a serious liver punch to the entire goddamn industry if that was only a downloadable game.
Listen to this. This is on Google. The title is in a constant state of dysfunctionality. Fix updates literally cause more issues than they resolve, and if the issues being fixed are even fixed.
It's just a good advertisement for your game.
Wow.
This thing's busted beyond repair, but buy it.
Dude, and it ended up being almost completely different from what they showed at E3, and then they almost got in trouble because they did that whole thing now because legally you have to say if you're showing gameplay, you have to say if it's not gameplay from the game, you have to say not actual gameplay, and they didn't do it for Anthem, and they almost got in fucking trouble for that shit. So it was like that whole thing was a debacle.
Damn, dude, they just
They
really
changed the whole team right before the game was over, and like it was fucking a disaster. And I just can't get over the fact that if that was only downloadable, holy shit!
Wasn't that game No Man's Sky or whatever the reason why that law got brought into play? Because
no, it was Aliens Colonial Marines.
Okay.
Oh God.
I remember that with the debacle with the No Man's Sky where there was like all this footage of the game, and then you get it. It's like none of this is in the game.
he got sued too, but fuck, I want to say I think it was Gearbox that did Aliens Colonial Marines. They got sued and they lost because they did the same shit. That and then shortly after, what was the other? It's supposed to be like a hacker open world game.
Watch Dogs?
Yeah, Watch Dogs got in trouble for that shit too.
I will say, the first Watch Dogs was really good. The second one was shit.
Yeah, I heard the second one was terrible.
Well, the third one's coming out, I think, at some point as well too.
Well, hopefully they go back to what the first one was, because the first one I loved the hell out of it. And Eva Longoria, I'm gonna go ahead and nominate her for Roll Tide right now. But anyway, so
good choice, sir.
She's on the TV, and so, but yeah, no, Watch Dogs 2. I was so excited for that. Finally got it, Black Friday deal. Started playing. I was like, they've changed everything from the first game, and it's so fucking weird now. I hate this. And I literally stopped playing after about 15 minutes and sold it. And then started playing the original Watch Dogs again.
Yeah, man, video games are in a weird, like it's kind of weird, the fun Wild West again. But it's we'll see. I'm definitely waiting for Sony to do their thing to see where we're at overall. But yeah, I don't think E3 was as bad as people want to put it out to be right now.
No, I mean I'm sold on getting a PS5.
Yeah,
because
I think
I don't know. I don't care what Xbox decides they want to bring out. I'm 100% on the PS5 wagon because it's like you've done nothing other. Like I said, mine is a glorified Blu-ray and /4K player. That's all it is. I maybe occasionally play Cuphead, and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm playing that on the Switch.
Yeah, and now it's on the Switch, so it's like I don't even need this fucking gloriously beautiful olive drab hunk of shit. I'm gonna play PS2 because I don't want to have to go and unhook everything and take it to an internet connection to download updates every 5 days just to be able to play the games I already own.
And just to clear this shit up, looking at the chat, Brad, I hate to break it to you, dude, but the majority of people who buy video games don't want to fucking build PCs. People love to bring that shit up. Yeah. They love to say that. I'm not building a fucking PC. I get it. It's not that difficult. I'm not spending the money to do it. I'm not spending the time. I want to buy a console where I can buy a game and put that shit in and not worry about it. And I think that was reaffirmed with this E3. Like PS5 is gonna, obviously didn't do anything, but even with the Scarlet Project, fucking Ultimate Alliance is gonna be on Switch. Nintendo probably. I mean, this was I wouldn't say a beatdown, but this was a very solid, at the very least, a very solid decision win by Nintendo. I'm not fucking putting together a PC, dude. I'm not doing it. I'm not. No. I'm not. I don't have the patience, and I'm not fucking spending that.
You'll laugh at me, but I equate computers with work and consoles with relaxation. So if you like build a PC, I think, oh God, it's work shit. Either it's artwork or channel work or something. And to me, when I close that computer or turn off the computer, it's I don't know. Plus with Windows and all these other updates and things you do with computers. Yes, I know consoles update, but like the Switch, it's like you need to update. Okay, and it goes zip and it's done.
Yep. Well, see, I always look at PCs like owning a Millennium Falcon. I would love to own the Millennium Falcon. God damn. This fucking Crown Royals hit me, boys. Oh shit.
I was gonna say I'm going punch for punch with him right now. Das Boot is empty, and I'm on like beer 10,
Wait, hold on. Which dust boot number are you on?
I stopped at 1 because I figured 7 beers in an hour and 15 minutes is good enough.
No,
So
it's not.
You want me to fill it up
Rookie
again?
numbers. Rookie
Yeah,
numbers,
dude.
sir.
You're gonna. We got an after show to do.
All right, I'll go fill her back up.
Well, look.
But yeah, it's like having the Millennium Falcon. Like I have to constantly tinker with it, and yeah, you could buy it as is, but then something else, and then you can get this. You can get this much faster.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah. And I just don't want to fucking deal with that. Just
I
give
mean,
me of Naboo
that's
Star
the-
Cruiser. Fuck.
Yeah, that's the thing with building computers. I love to build computers. I love doing that stuff in
And
general.
you're gonna build one for me.
Oh yeah, I have no problem doing that. No problem. The thing is always, the thing is always, even the one we did at my work, there was a problem with it, and the guy who built it had to go back into the store and go get something and come back and make sure it fit and everything, and he had to redo it and everything. Even though it's built and my boss spent like $5,000 on it, there are still problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain things that will plug in and it just won't start.
Yep. Love you, Alejandro. That was good, buddy. Well played.
Yeah, like it's weird how those things work, and then once again, like like you were saying, to buy a ready-made one, that's good to do, but then again, you have bloatware from the OS or other things as well you have to worry about, and then what the fuck do you do? Like,
well, here's another thing. So we talked about the updates. The Switch updates, great. It's some kind of patch thing that makes things run faster. My computer updates, everything looks fucking different now, and I don't know how to use it.
Right. And you're just like you're your own backup for that. Like you got to fucking like research, and it's just more work.
And I don't even like a lot of the games that are out on PC. The big ones don't appeal to me. Plus, Grand Theft Auto comes out a year later on computer.
Mm-hmm.
Is Red Dead even out on PC yet, or did that launch?
I have
no, I think it's going to. I think it's going to be shortly after.
But that's the thing. Like,
coming up, yeah,
the shit I want to play doesn't come to PC ever. Like, none of the Nintendo games, wrestling games come out usually. Maybe the newest one didn't, but usually they come out like 8 months later. Like, the shit I'm gonna play isn't out for many months. It would be better on PC. Will it though? Because I have to wait, and by the time it's out, I'm not interested in it anymore. So for me, I won't go down that route. I'll build a PC for the channel because I had a shitty time trying to render today's video because like how I'm doing that new background with like full motion video with the little drawing of me and all that stuff. Like this little laptop cannot process enough. It doesn't have enough.
Yeah, dude, you gotta get a gaming laptop. That's the route I went, and I've had mine for like 4 or 5 years now, and I've done a lot of shit with it, and it's still running.
Well, this thing has an i7 7th gen in it, and when I bought it, it was cool, but I guess it just needs more.
Yeah.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
I swear to God, if he comes back in episode 9, I might throw something at Kendo.
Dude, I just can't get why it's like, hey, we're gonna do something original. We're not just building up old shit, and then the trailer drops. It's like we're bringing up old shit. I'm just like, fuck you, LucasArts. God damn it. Fuck you.
Yeah, I have
What
no.
the fuck is your problem?
Like, for our listeners out there, I am going to finish our Star Wars Trilogy Bullshit Edition. I'm actually coming up with stuff for next week because there's no way I could get it done tonight. I mean,
yeah, of course.
In 12 hours, I'm going to write it, record it, edit it, still do all this shit tonight. No, it'll be out soon. Don't worry, folks. Tomorrow, though, I ordered a new tripod, so I'll be able to film all the PO box stuff. So that's going to be a journey. Honestly, I have close to like 70 items to open up.
Oh my God.
If you would like to send special Stanley Cup Championship merchandise to the P.O. Box, it's Kendo Slice, care of World Class Bullshitters, P.O. Box 5069, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45204.
Close enough. Right? 05.
Close enough. But
yeah, I was like, you got it, dude. And then you did.
I got the P.O. Box right this time.
You did. It would still make it here because 04 is.
You almost Olsen twinned it, but you ended up fucking Olsen twinned it. Now it.
Yeah, I Olsen twinned it, which means my friend died and I claimed immunity before I could, talk to the cops.
Oh,
Heath Ledger burn?
Yes.
Oh,
some nerd's gonna try to dox me now because of that shit.
God,
you made fun of Heath Ledger.
Okay.
You're like, okay.
So our friend Admiral Tiberius says, Fat Thor still hurts me. They abandoned 5 movies worth of growth for what? One of the few reasons why I may never watch Endgame again.
I mean, I a bit much to not watch the movie, though.
I disagree to an extent. I thought the Fat Thor stuff was funny as hell at first, but by the end of the movie, I didn't want to see Fat Thor fighting Thanos. I wanted to see like some kind of crazy montage video where he was on like a treadmill for like 6 days. You know,
That'd have been some funny shit. That'd have been some really funny shit.
like we got to get ready for this fight, so they're all like gearing up and things like that. But Thor's just sitting there on a fucking treadmill, running towards like a cheesecake or something like that.
Or better yet, no. Better yet, he goes to the time machine and comes back and he's thinner.
Yeah, or he goes to see Dinklage and he gives him some kind of like special like get buff pill that he forged or some shit like that. I mean, I would have suspended disbelief enough. I mean, fuck, it's a superhero movie. You're already suspending disbelief, so I would have allowed that because I don't know, Fat Thor fighting Thanos just didn't seem right.
Well, Admiral Tiberius, I agree about how you feel about character development being thrown out the window for a joke. That's how I feel about the Spider-Man in the MCU. Because they wanted to do an Aunt May WTF joke at the end of the movie, they threw away a secret identity. So believe me, Admiral Tiberius, when you feel this way about Fat Thor, that's how Spider-Man gets it too. So I sympathize with you. And it's weird. I have so little interest in rewatching Endgame. We'll do it for the channel, obviously. We have to again. But I don't know. I think about other movies. Like I don't know, man. It feels so weird feeling so hollow towards it. I don't want to, though. I'm not saying it to be funny or cool. I don't make videos bashing Endgame. I don't know, man. It kind of hurts.
I will say this, though, real quick, Jeff. You brought up Marissa Tomei, and by the way, Roll Tide.
Yeah,
and,
indeed.
And we were talking about earlier about our bracket of, the most Roll Tide win for World Class Bullshitters. I decided we should get the fucking listeners in on this shit.
Okay.
Let's make it
a voting thing.
Yeah, let's do it. It's a 64 woman bracket. Look at this. We're progressive. And we'll get our nominees. We'll let the listeners nominate, and we'll create a bracket of the 64 most Roll Tide women we can think of.
60.
And we will. Well, yeah, because college basketball and shit, and we will narrow it down to the one, and 64 and 1.
Come on, Alexandra Daddario, you are perfect.
There's a fucking Roll Tide choice of choices, and we'll create the official most awesome Roll Tide woman of World Class Bullshitters. So listeners, on you. Tweet that shit to us. Email it to us at worldclassbs@mail.com. The best mail.
.com.
Thank you. I
got to do it myself. Yes.
I know. It's fun, isn't it?
All right, Kendo, you're now in charge. Well, you've been in charge, but you run the email, so you take care of that, okay?
So, so if you're going to email to us, just go ahead and in the subject line put Roll Tide Women, and I will make sure.
If you're on Twitter, I'll go through and make sure to get those as well.
And, next week or the week after that, we'll make our official bracket thing, and we'll seed them and we'll play through them.
Darth Vader's disembodied charred phallus.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
thank you for showing back up.
It's a party now. I follow him on Instagram.
Dude, I follow him too.
Day 32 on the shores of Mustafar. Does anyone have any chapstick? The crust of my foreskin has begun to crack.
So we know Darth Vader was not Jewish then. So there's that. And secondly, last week I remember listening to the show on the way home, and he was on like day 82. He's regressing in his journal.
He doesn't even know.
It doesn't work when it's been burned, bro. Give him a break.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you that. If your dick gets burned off, your days and like numbers don't mean anything at that point.
Dion, how'd it get burned?
How'd it get burned?
I love it so much.
Oh god.
Oh, that gets me every time.
Commander Pluto says, I didn't want them to kill their Thanos. I liked that one in regards to Endgame. I did too. The Thanos that died in the beginning was the good Thanos.
Yes, from a certain point of view.
Yeah. I really am curious to peer into the future how Endgame will be received. I'm not saying it's going to be treated like Avatar, which is still the highest grossing movie ever, but I think the emotional high really did a lot. So good for you, Disney. You got one over.
Yeah. We were all fucking stoked like crazy to see that movie. And then we saw it and we're like, wow, that was great. And then as time's gone on, we're like, was it though?
Yeah, they don't care anymore, though. It's like the woman that said, oh, you need to watch our movies first before forming an opinion. No, because you already got the money. So it doesn't matter to Disney if we dislike it all of a sudden or everybody hates it. They made their $2.7 billion.
Yeah.
They're laughing at the bank.
I was going to say, I could see people getting bodily injuries, and I can form an opinion of that doesn't look like fun. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So thanks, lady. But no.
Like videos that Dion and I share together. It's like, yeah, that does not look fun. I would not like to be punched in the face and knocked out on a skateboard ramp.
Actually,
Well,
can I
even
watch
then,
that
like
video?
I hate people who say that as well as like, oh, you need to watch a movie and judge it that way. It's like I watch enough fucking trailers and seen enough bullshit to know what's good and what's not. Every now and again, I get surprised. Of course, I'm not, nobody's perfect, but you can pretty much tell if something's going to be good or worth your time, and what isn't. Like you can just tell.
Yeah, that's why trailers exist, folks.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even then, if the trailer's misleading, blame the fucking people who hired the guy who to edit the trailer. Blame those people. Don't blame the fans because we didn't go see your shitty movie. Okay.
Yeah, Suicide Squad style.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And yes, Jeff, you can watch those. Dion and I will just have to create a group text message thread where we send funny videos of homies and honkies getting wailed on. It's hilarious.
Now, McKinney90 sent in a super chat that I've been dying to talk about since it was sent at 8:55 p.m. It's currently 10:34 p.m.
Oh God.
So we're a little
What
behind.
a show.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic show, folks. Thanks for everything. Thanks for listening because we do it for you guys. So McKinney90 says, I was listening to Will Smith's Men in Black, and honestly, it still holds up today. The instrumental and sampling is really good. LOL. Now, McKinney90, I agree. I listen to the Men in Black song probably once a week. It's
Oh yeah,
it's
I
my
love that
favorite.
song, man.
It's maybe okay. So we had our little thing, our little question. What's the best song written for a movie? And I changed, Dion, when you weren't here. I changed during the Ghostbusters commentary.
Really?
I went from Power of Love to Axel F because it's Beverly Hills Cop. So how did I forget that one?
I don't blame you for that.
Well,
Actually.
but the real reason that I didn't name it is because since I like that song so much, there's different iterations that aren't called Axel F. So I didn't think of it. But then I just thought, screw it. It's still the same song essentially.
Yeah.
But Men in Black, dude, that song was awesome. And it still is.
Yes, man. It's sampled from a great song, and again, that was 90s Will Smith musically was fucking good, So
Do you know what song he sampled from?
it's Forget Me Nots.
There you go, by Patrice Rushen.
Yes. So I love that song. So yeah, it was that fucking late 90s, just 90s overall. Will Smith musically was just knew what the fuck he was doing. That was even the music video was fucking dope.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, it was, dude.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones is in it.
Yep, and he's dancing with what's his name, the alien from the beginning,
Mikey?
fucking Mikey. Yeah, God, that.
But the
video's
little
fucking
speech is amazing too. He's like, "Where you're something. We operate in shadows or whatever, and we look and we dress in black." And then the song starts to play,
Yes.
and then Will Smith neuralizes you at the end of the video.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that was cool. Oh man, I missed. Yeah, because then he followed up with Wild Wild West, which was a good song.
It was.
Well, wonderful
Also
song.
sampled
Wonderful
from a
song.
great- even because he had on 2 albums. I mean, I think that's probably I think that's in the running for a best song written for a movie. I think it definitely loses to Men in Black. I mean, especially because you have Forget Me Nots, and then Stevie Wonder was what was Wild Wild West was sampled from, because even Stevie Wonder was in the fucking video. So yeah, but
So
Men
was
in Black
Selma
is
Hayek though.
ooh, yeah, it did have Selma
Jeez.
Hayek.
Add her to the list.
Yeah, easily. Yeah. She's a
gotta
1
be added.
seed. She's a 1 seed for sure.
Oh yeah, when she's in and From Dusk Till Dawn says you'll lick the dog shit off my boots, I'm like, yes, I will.
Oh my god! Talk about a cool line from a bad guy, and then the fucking
Yeah.
anti-hero's response. That's such a great exchange. God damn, I love that movie.
Dude, that movie's got some of the greatest lines in cinema history. The part where Cheat shows up at the end, and he's like, what, were they psychos? And he goes, did they look like psychos? Psychos do not fucking explode when sunlight hits them. I
I
don't
love
care
that
how
line
fucking
so
crazy
damn
they
much.
are. No, they were vampires.
Yep. Oh fuck, dude, that line is so good.
I know, it's still, you know what? We're gonna have to watch that for the channel for Schlocktoberfest.
Yeah,
God.
I agree.
Fuck yeah,
I love-
dude. Fuck yeah.
I love when so Tom Savini was at Horror Hound. He kept looking over at our sign because I think he liked it, and Dion will go, "Sex machine!"
Yeah, I was gonna say it didn't help that every time you walked by Dion and I were like, sex machine.
We were drinking, so I do not feel bad about that.
I was-
No,
No,
not at all.
no. We're not saying that at all. But it was just funny as hell. Like, every time, like he was
I
like,
think he gave
I
us
think
a fist pump
every
once.
yeah,
The first time we got a fist pump, and then after that we got a look of I fucking hate these guys.
But
It's like
he kept looking over at us every
Yeah,
time. Like
yeah.
he was on a different path, and he would stop to look at the table. I'm like, Tom Savini, do you listen to the show secretly? You want to come on and talk about whatever?
I would like to think that he does. I would like to think that he's in the comment section right now. Who knows? He might be, linked in,
Bikini90 is
dude.
secretly Tom
He
Savini.
could be. He could be.
But even
It
then,
might be
Tom,
Marat
Tom
Elite.
Savini's-
We don't know.
Tom Savini's done some shit, and like he's talented as hell, man. I've seen a lot of his stuff. Oh my god, he's done
Yeah.
So many movies.
And he's a
Is
sex
he the
machine.
is he the greatest VFX?
Oh shit.
He's up
I'm,
there. He's up there. Dude.
he's up. No, he's up there. I'm not gonna say greatest,
Top
but he's up
3
there.
probably. I think.
Oh, dude,
top
easily. If it's a Mount Rushmore of that shit, he's on it.
Rob Bottin might be number 1. The guy from The Thing.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
And
Well,
Dan Winston.
there's also Rick Baker.
Yeah, I'd say
Oh,
Tom
fuck.
Savini would be 4.
Yeah, Rick Baker has done the aliens for Men in Black, I think 1 and 2, or maybe all of them. I'm not sure, but he did them for part 1 definitely. He's did American Werewolf in London. He's done a lot of stuff, man.
Because that was the transformation in London was the one that kind of shot him to superstar. Because
Yeah.
Probably up until The Thing, where that was the best transformation.
That's well, yeah. There's
That's the same year, isn't it? Or one's 81, the other one's 82.
I think Thing is 82, and then Werewolf is 81, so it's after. But yeah, fuck,
Now,
man.
The funny thing is how we've gone back to the age of latex and practical effects. I actually saw that Warner Brothers is releasing some traditional style animation. Have you guys seen those new Looney Tunes cartoons they're going to put out?
Yes, dude.
I haven't at all.
They're actually there's one of Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd, and the cool thing is, like, they change up Chip and Dale or they change up all these other cartoons and they look really crappy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The new Looney Tunes designs really, they don't look exactly like the old ones, but they still look like a slight alteration. They don't look like the Cal Arts version or whatever the people in the chat like to make fun of. They actually look like pretty faithful renditions of Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd. So I will watch these online when they come out.
Yeah, because I watched the what was it, the DuckTales new one recently. I was just like, it's okay, it's all right.
I don't
By
care
the
what
way-
it does. That theme song's awesome.
Yeah, and it was one of the greatest ever, something to video game, things ever.
Oh yeah, dude, that game, holy shit,
Dude,
love
the
game.
Nintendo game was great, and I even got the
Yeah.
updated version on Wii U, and it was like there's something slightly lacking, but this is still amazing.
No,
Okay,
the
dude.
Chip and oh god, that was a great game for Nintendo.
Yeah, dude,
It was.
DuckTales. Oh yeah, that was awesome. That was one of the good video game, cartoon movie crossovers.
Yeah.
Definitely, man, definitely. I miss that. That was a fun game.
Yeah, because you were Scrooge McDuck, just bouncing around in your cane, killing stuff, and swimming in your pool of gold.
Mm-hmm.
God, I want to do that.
The 3 version because you could go back to the house and do all that extra shit.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, the remaster. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I wouldn't mind more updated remasters like that. I know this is a weird switch on the show, but for me, I can't. Obviously, you can't get a WWF No Mercy because of the licensing of the old wrestlers and Chris Benoit and all those people.
Who?
Exactly. But
Vacated?
if they could take and they could do Mega Man X or
Oh my god,
yeah,
with HD animated graphics, dude,
that would be dope. I know that they did end up putting they had the Mega Man X re-release for PS4, and it looked pretty good. But you can tell that
it's just
yeah.
upscale.
Yeah,
dude, I would run down a senior citizen for a Mega Man 2 HD port.
Because they did it for Street Fighter. Have you guys seen the Super Street Fighter HD remaster from a couple
I
years?
thought it looked pretty damn good.
Yeah, I bought that.
Oh yeah, Hadouken and shit.
Yeah, dude, I love Street Fighter. It's not even fun.
It's such a great game.
I've been hankering to play some Street Fighter so bad that I've been playing as Ken in Smash Brothers and fighting Ryu. Just
Oh yeah, dude, you're playing as me, and I approve.
He is my favorite Street Fighter character.
He's my same boat,
Now,
buddy.
speaking of Street Fighter, Down Forward Punch says, "Hickory dickory dock, the mouse went up the clock. Get down, run, get to the chopper."
Oh god, you guys need to watch Drunk. What is it? No, it's historical roasts or whatever with Jeff Ross on Netflix.
Or just go look up Gottfried or Gilbert Dice Gottfried and just watch.
Oh no! Gilbert Gottfried is in one of them, and he's Hitler.
Oh God! I can
Okay,
only
I'm saying.
imagine how
Drunk
amazingly
history?
ironic that is.
It's historical roast. I think is what it is. Not drunk stories. It's just
Oh,
historical roasts on Netflix. There's only 6 episodes. That's it.
gotta check that out.
But Gilbert Gottfried is Hitler. It's and he is hilarious.
Our friend Rob at Fun Point says, "PARTY, cause boob, loving the Patreon shout out. Happy to support World's Best Bullshitters."
I agree. Party
Oh, my-
blues.
Thank you, Rob at Fun Point. We appreciate you. Stitch Snow says, "Holy balls, I made a live stream for once. Hey guys, take my money. Gladly."
And we will. Thank you.
Yeah, we will.
Darth Vader's disembodied charred phallus says, "Help! I've been
again.
bitten by a venomous bug. I need Padme to suck out the poison. Oh God, I'm so lonely." So uncontrollably.
Be careful. If you see somebody coming at you with a bottle of mustard and a bun, run. Because you are seriously in trouble at that point.
To find Darth Vader's disembodied charred phallus.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
dude.
Pizza found a dickus.
I feel God. It's funny because like I love that account, but every time I think of the episode of Pickle Rick every time.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah, because like of him trying to get off the table and dealing with that and
I'm charred phallus.
yeah, like I just think of that the whole time. Like that's the kind of trouble he's in right now. He needs to build himself like a cockroach suit or
No,
something.
he's the part where he's in the middle of the driveway, drying out.
Yeah,
It's like, oh God, this is not good. And then the rains came and the rats got him. And
yeah.
the queefness on TV.
That was a good episode. I still think my favorite Rick and Morty is the mech suit, and they played that Tony song as they were killing people.
Yeah. I think that was season 2.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh man,
Yeah.
I rewatched that series again, and I still fucking love it.
That was
It's still
the
so
oh
good.
shit, what was it? The thing, the played out movie premise with the crime
Oh,
free thing.
Purge.
Yeah, it was like the Purge. It was
Purge. Yep.
they went to another planet and they spurged.
Yep. Another Purge planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the shows. I think they're doing a Christmas thing, or it's coming back in towards Christmas or something. I don't know. I need to re-up on that.
I'll watch season 3 when it happens, or season 4, excuse me.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, I fell hard for that show. It was so much fun.
Sir, yes it was.
Rhino4563 says Tess was in Copper on BBC America. She was actually good in that. Now that she's popular, she's crazy.
When you first started talking, I thought you said test. And I'm like, he's dead.
He's not around anymore.
Yeah, he's not anything anymore.
Now he was in that episode of that show that one time.
Yeah, yeah, that movie with that guy that was in that thing last year.
Ooh, Navy SEALs.
Thank you. I set that one up for you, and you just banged it in. That's awesome. Well, I love my friends.
I haven't heard of that show, Rhino4563. I don't have cable anymore, but when I did, BBC America was frequently on because of, well, I'd watch Doctor Who reruns, sometimes Next Generation reruns, lots of old. They would do like Monty Python weekends.
Yeah.
Sometimes you would catch Are You Being Served and Keeping Up Appearances, which are two of my favorite British shows.
Oh, totally.
I got the box set of Are You Being Served. Only got 69 episodes, but I got the series. So
did you ever watch Father Ted yet? Even though it's technically an Irish show.
I will watch it eventually. I haven't.
Good, because I watched it again the other day, over the course of the weekend for like the 8th time, 10th time. I don't know. I fucking love that show.
Dude, you guys need to watch. You guys need to watch Letterkenny on Hulu.
I know. I got them all because you gave them all to me, and I need to watch them. I just haven't watched them, and people at work make Letterkenny references. I'm like, I don't understand what this has to do with Irish priest on Craggy Island, but I will watch this show.
Yeah, I just keep watching clips. I watched a couple episodes of season 1, but I watched a bunch of clips. God, I fucking love Letterkenny.
It's
the first coming tomorrow.
I support the name of the title.
You would.
Yeah, because it takes like the first episode's a little weird, and then it takes like at least an episode, like 3 episodes to kind of get into it. But once you do, it's fucking hilarious.
Where's the salt and pepper, bud? Don't you fucking start.
So in other words, that's what I should do Saturday night.
Don't step on the S&P. All right.
The financial report, I would not step on that. I agree with
you. Salt and pepper, baby. Salt and pepper.
So
did they ask you to push it really good?
Okay, I like that song quite a bit, actually. Salvador says, "People in black, ex people, you don't put that evil on us, Ricky Bobby. The deal is getting worse all the time. Even licking Brandon's butt won't make this better."
Jesus Christ! This is
my
weird.
God,
I prefer humans in black, but okay.
Do you know there was a parody called The Men in White that was on like Fox Family back in the day?
No.
I am not aware of such a thing. Was this like a
TV
thing?
movie? It was like a TV movie. They were like, they had like exterminator suits on. We Are the Men in White. I wanted to watch it as a kid at my aunt's house. I never saw it, but I remember the commercial vividly.
Unless it's John Goodman as an exterminator, I am out.
Isn't he an exterminator on King of the Hill?
Yes, maybe, because he's also an exterminator in Arachnophobia. That's the line I was getting at there with the whole. That was peak John Goodman. Dude, he's walking around. He's got the curly fro thing going on.
He's good now. He's damn good now.
St. Louis's own. He's probably as drunk as I am right now, and I support that because I'm on Brett Hall night 2.
Well, I love how Salvador could always throw Step Brothers references at us. He wrote me a letter once about that. He's sent us super chats about that. He keeps the love of Step Brothers alive.
Has he threatened to drag his sack against your drum set yet?
He knows I don't have a drum set,
But if
I did, the drum set would be a guy, and he knows what would happen. So,
as long as he knows.
yeah. Oh, did you watch the video that was released a couple weeks ago of all the outtakes from Step Brothers?
Yep.
No, because you know how I feel about Will Ferrell.
Yeah, but they're really funny. You should give them a chance. Raiders of the Lost Flick says, this one is for Kendo. What do you get when you watch two girls in one cup? The 2019 Stanley Cup Championship. Chicago Blackhawks fan forever, baby.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, good luck. Two girls in one cup. Yeah, what girls, bitch? Two girls in no cup is the Vancouver Canucks and the Sedin sisters.
No, you watch that video, you can tell those two bitches are from Chicago.
That's right. Look at them. They're a bunch of shit-eating bitches, and that's Chicago in a nutshell. Blues! Dion and I just cut an epic promo.
That's right. Go Wings, bitch!
That's right. We're still technically rivals. We don't play each other anymore, different conferences. So me and
Right.
Dion are cool with each other. And
Damn right.
you know what? We're coming for you.
Swinging Cod says, I am so glad I could bring you pain. And that's the guy that requested Mother.
You
Yeah,
son
you can't.
of a bitch.
Yeah, we've made a rule now. All requests have to be filtered. And,
Oh yeah, I actually thought about this yesterday during intermission when I was kind of drunk and I was reliving the pain of Mother from the 2 nights before. But you know, the joy of being up 2-0 against the Bruins. Anybody that's beaten a Boston team is a hero in my book, and since it was my team, we're superheroes. And I decided I was going to create this thing. It's called the Mother Principle, and we're going to create a list of movies that just shall not be watched. It's essentially, it's gonna be like Chris Benoit. We don't talk about him. We don't mention him on the network. These are movies that just will never get commentaries, and it's because of Mother.
Ooh, I want to see that list.
Well, we gotta have to make the list because
Yeah.
you know we're a team. We're all for one and for all for all. You fuck with one of us, you fuck with all of us. Just like how Dion and I just went schooling on that guy.
What are we, New York City and Spider-Man and the Green Goblin?
No,
It's
we're like the Warriors, and we're trying to fight our way back to Long Island.
I mean, Coney Island.
Coney Island.
Whatever. There's an island involved.
God
and we're
damn it, get
fighting
your
our way-
shit together, Kendo.
And there's
Fuck.
baseball furies and orphans, and we ain't taking that shit.
God. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again tonight. I fucking love that movie.
We should do a commentary for that soon.
That's the only funny thing is like I just as much like especially when you like got a close knit of friends and you watch movies like that, you tend to like put in how you and your friends would do that. And every time I watch the Warriors, I watch the movie a lot. I love that movie. When what's his name is Warriors come out and play, I can just imagine just be like, yeah, bitch, we're ready to plug out the fucking car, pussy. Let's fucking do this, bitch.
By the
Fucking
way,
crew.
there is a Jericho podcast from. It was actually during when we were in Chicago because me and Nick were going to
Yep,
listen
he
to it
did the
one night.
anniversary or whatever.
Yeah, the 40th anniversary. Because I was like,
Yep.
oh, dude, he's got a 40th anniversary of the Warriors thing. And he's like, Nick's like, we're too drunk to listen to that right now. Maybe tomorrow. But because tomorrow we were still drunk, we never listened to it together because we were going to do that. Instead, we watched the fucking Behind the Curve thing again, laughed our asses off, and passed out. It was great.
You know what blew my mind is that guy is a fan of Jesse's. That's what
Yeah,
freaked me out.
I know. That's so weird.
It's a small world after
Because
all.
he's such a chode.
Well, I mean, if you watch the documentary, I mean, he falls in love quite a bit. Let's be honest. All right.
Yeah, to be fair, he totally got cucked out by that chick. Oh God, that guy's knee just got fucked.
Yeah, we are a couple of besties, and we just looked at each other. We're like,
That was
God
so
damn.
Yeah, the look,
funny.
because the look on her face was committed to the idea that me and this guy are just really good friends, and the look on his face was like, "What?"
I thought,
Yeah, I've never seen somebody publicly like friend zoned so hard in my life.
Oh, dude,
In a
and you,
documentary,
Yeah.
like a TV show is funny as shit, but in a documentary, you get friend zoned, as in you got friend zoned in an educational piece of fucking entertainment, son.
yeah,
It
and
ain't
he,
going away.
you know, he was setting up to crash that net, and it just got stoned, and it was like, "Oh shit, I just got fucked," and not in the way I wanted.
uh, Let's see. Echo Base Network says my friend was Jada Pinkett Smith's guitar player in that band of hers for a short time.
Cool.
What was the band's name? That's what I would like to know.
Well,
Was it the Fresh Princes?
We've met Echo Base Network. He was at Star Wars Celebration. He had a bunch of stories, so this dude's legit.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know the name of the band. Okay, Google. What was the name of Jada Pinkett Smith's band?
The Smiths and shit.
Jada Pinkett Smith's musical groups are Wicked Wisdom and Wicked Wisdom.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
shit.
Oh, fuck.
Wicked Wisdom guy.
And the official new World Class Bullshitters band that is us is Smith and Shit.
That's our name, Smith and Shit. We should.
Starring Jeff on the keyboard and me on busted ass broke dick guitar.
We're gonna make that a T-shirt. Smith.
Dion is bass and Nick vocals.
Are you sure you want me to sing?
Yeah, you're Yoko Utam.
Yeah. Just go scream. Yeah. You can do that.
One in there somewhere.
Oh God. I'm gonna get really white girl wasted for that shit. All right.
Oh, yeah, like that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem for you, Nick. Yeah, it's real hard for you to do.
We really could sell our album for 1 penny.
we
People
could.
really could.
And if we sell 100,000, every subscriber buys one, we're semi-lit, like kind of rich.
Kind of rich.
It'd be $1,000.
Well. I wonder what legitimacy do we have to go through to make it platinum? Like, if we sell so many, how many
That's
mixes?
all a million, and I think we could do that because I'm willing to at least buy 100 at a penny.
Yeah, but it says how does that work exactly?
You know what? This time next year, we need a platinum album.
We will. Darth Tico's a musician.
Ooh, okay.
A couple people try to reach out and help us for Party Boob.
Dude.
Well, then we need to work on that and make our,
We're
our seminal album debut, a platinum, and then we could call Jay-Z and be like, "Hey, we got a platinum album. What have you got?" And he's like, "I got way more money." And be like, "Oh yeah, well, fuck you."
we're better than Spin Doctors, so
That's right.
just go ahead. All right, Billy Ritchie said my dad is listening right now, and Dion is his favorite.
Oh, that's nice.
Cancer from Uranus, which is a real screen name.
That is awesome. I applaud you, sir.
Bat in Italian equals Pipistrelli. Batman equals ? Okay, so I guess this is a riddle from Cancer from Uranus. So,
Okay.
is it Pipistrelli home? Wait, no, that's French. HOMME is French for man. Okay, Google. What is Italian for man?
In Italian, you would say
Uomo. So Pipistrelli Uomo? Is that how you would say Batman?
I guess.
Maybe.
I just like to think of saying Batman and who is mentioned in the first song of Yoko Ono's album.
If it was Italian, I would think of his El Batmano.
Batman.
Hey.
Oh my god.
That's all he does.
Give me a fucking batarang, you fucking pussy.
Yeah, you fucking fuck. You can't batarang my ass.
He's not from Jersey. He's Batman.
Oh, hey, oh.
Anyway,
I'm trying to walk here.
Yo, cameraman, take the fucking red panties off.
Yeah, fucking Batman thinks he's so fucking tough.
all right. Nathan says, we all understand why Keanu Reeves is a treasure, Jeff, but can you explain to me how an RBMK reactor explodes? I'm being told it's impossible.
What?
I don't even know what an RBMK reactor is.
I think
That Reeboks?
Hold on.
RBMK reactor? Is that for?
That may be from Chernobyl.
I was about to say, is that a Chernobyl reference?
That might be. I guess I don't know.
I am not a science guy.
Yeah,
Which, fun fact-
we're not nuclear physicists. So
No, but
I
fun
think
fact,
no, it is a Chernobyl reference because I looked up RBMK reactor and then like the next thing comes up is Chernobyl.
Well,
Yeah.
folks, listen to this. We're gonna do the Jordan Peele Twilight Zone soon. That'll be one of our.
That's gonna happen. And then once Chernobyl ends, we'll get on that.
And then after Twilight Zone, it's Chernobyl. Oh no, wait, we should throw in Cobra Kai season 2. Then
yeah.
Cobra Kai 2. We're gonna give you guys a lot over the summer. We're really gonna give tons of content. We found a way to schedule it. So
And Cobra Kai 2 is really good. I just finished it last weekend. It's great.
Good, because the
Double
first one
dumbass
was
on
fun as hell.
let's see. Swinging Cod says Gerard Butler and Carl Urban are fan service actors.
Okay.
I think they're
Well-
both great. I wouldn't say fan service. I think
What fan wants Gerard Butler?
You know what? There was one movie he was in where I marked out for him hard, but that's just because of the certain movie and it's
300?
not important. No, it was called The Game of Their Lives, and it was about the U.S. men's team, soccer team, World Cup 1950, the team that beat England in the World Cup game down in Brazil, and half of them were from St. Louis, and I actually met several of the guys, including Frank Borghi, who was the goalkeeper that Gerard Butler played.
Oh,
So
Okay.
I
Cool.
marked out for that just because of the connection to St. Louis.
I just think that Gerard Butler and Christian Bale's retelling of Empire Strikes Back is hilarious, and I just love the rumors.
Oh shit!
I love the rumors on MSU's campus when he came for a football game that he kept trying to hook up with college girls, and it makes me laugh.
wasn't
every
just
goddamn
Oh
time.
my god, I forgot about
Well, we know it happened, but I just remember everyone that was going to college at that time was just like, yeah, Gerard Butler was trying to get,
it was the girls' dance team house. We knew the
Yep.
story.
and he was trying to get his dick wet.
Wanderer says, the fire of hatred that I have for the portrayal of Thor in Endgame burns with a fury that makes the sun look tame. I love the wording of that. I'm
that
taking a
really is good, but
screenshot of that. That's fucking awesome.
but like yeah, even like I was fine with it once again, but like I was happy it was all over. That was my thing. I was like, it's the last one. Woo! And that's
Again,
Burns with
I
a
love
fury
the
that makes
character
the sun look
development for. I'm sorry, go ahead, man.
I just reread burns with a fury that makes the sun look tame. I just love
That's
the word.
some
Cool.
epic. That's some epic like speech shit before a great battle scene. The
Yeah.
fury that makes the sun look tame. Freedom.
This is Sparta.
Before we go on after hours, I'll tell you the speech I gave before I ate that giant plate of sushi yesterday, and I had
God.
choking with laughter. It was
Dude.
hilarious.
You had to tell it now.
All right, I'll tell you off
Well,
air.
and then I will tell you about the great speech from yesterday that I was involved in, and we'll have speech stories. It'll be great.
Okay. Darth Tico gave a buck. Thank you very much, Darth Tico.
That's right. Let's go Blues.
Alpha Terranema says burn rubber does not mean warp sausage.
I mean,
What's the real quote?
only
Burn
a Sith
rubber
deals
does
in
not-
absolutes.
No, what's the movie? Burn rubber does not mean what? Warp speed? Is that Star Wars? Well, it has to be Star Trek because it's warp. I forgot the sausages,
No,
man.
I don't get the sausage. The sausage is what throws me off. I'm like,
Either
wait.
way, his sausage got burned. Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm actually going to look this one up.
Okay.
Burn rubber does not mean
Burnt sausage.
Maybe it's a Twisted Metal reference.
warp speed, Michelle. Oh, it's from the Lost Boys. Okay.
Oh,
Wait.
I feel stupid now.
Yeah, a little bit, kind of dumb.
Oh yeah, duh. It's at the part where they almost go over the fucking mountain.
Yeah. God, I feel stupid not catching that one. That was really
Wow, all four of us missed that one.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. That's on us.
That's a big fail on us.
Yeah. We should make up to the listeners by apologizing. On three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're sorry.
We're sorry.
I would buy the album of Dion's.
hey, quit doing my part, goddammit. Quit doing my part, okay?
Dion is my best friend right now. I fucking love his Yoko Ono because it's so
Yoko
goddamn
Ono is now
accurate.
she's my spirit animal right now, dude.
Oh my
It's like I close my eyes and I hear ah! and I'm like, is that Dion or is that Yoko?
We
can't
gotta play a
tell.
clip of her doing her shit on After Hours because there's not a day that goes by I don't watch that and fucking laugh my ass off.
Deal. Look it. Let's finish up our show because we still got a few more things to cover, and then we'll get
Deal.
stupid on After Hours because you guys are already there.
Yeah.
007 Cloud, thank you very much. Team Ninja, Japanese, is developing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Avengers is by Western developers. That's why the characters look weird. I wish the Western developers did a better job because I like the stylized look of Avengers Ultimate Alliance 3 or Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yeah, no, that's weird. Yeah, that's actually a good point. It is interesting too that you had that comparison at E3. You know, you have Ultimate Alliance came out and then fucking the Marvel video game, and it was a very weird comparison. You definitely tell who spent a lot more time in the design for the characters.
And the nice thing too is that the Ultimate Alliance 3 game has like voice actors that sound kind of like the movie.
Right.
So they look stylized, but Magneto sounds kind of like Ian McKellen. I like it. It's comfortable.
For sure.
It's comforting.
For sure.
Frere Joker, that's a pretty cool name, says, "Why are you talking about Mother? Spider-Man is coming out. Spider-Man." Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited for Spider-Man. If I can find time with the guys, we could do. I'd love to have enough time to do Men in Black commentaries and Spider-Man commentaries before Spider-Man's out, because just the rainy ones, because the Mark Webb ones suck.
I'm your Huckleberry. I'll join you for those.
I know you will. Because
But I mean, we're excited for Spider-Man compared to Mother because a colonoscopy is exciting compared to watching Mother.
Oh my god. So the root canal.
Yeah, I'd rather be, bent over Fletched out and hear the snap of the fucking rubber glove compared to watching Mother.
Dude, speaking of Fletch, my soundtrack should be here in a couple days.
Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay that it's from Fletch Lives and not the original Fletch, but I'm still happy and thankful. But I shit you not, I'm sitting here, I'm on my computer, I'm on my phone, I go, oh, and I get the message, I'm like, Fletch Lives, soundtrack now available. I'm like, blah, 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 start doing it. I'm like, Mom, guess what happened? She goes, oh, are you going to buy us? I already did. I almost bought 2 copies. I was like,
Nice.
more Fletch.
It was like me and that Stanley Cup mug last night.
Well, I think you're a little more emotionally attached to the Stanley Cup.
Oh, it's like, I'm bringing it to fucking Horror Hound. People can get pictures of me with my replica Stanley Cup.
What you should do, folks, is tip Kendo.
Yeah.
Bring your change to Horror Hound.
I'm not above taking quarters.
Care of Kendo Slice.
I'm like an arcade machine.
Finish the rest.
There wasn't any. It was just
Everybody gets to play.
Nah, just give me
cheap and everybody gets a turn.
Nah, just give me your quarters and I'll insult your intelligence and make you feel like you suck. Just like a real arcade game.
Well,
Okay.
Like, too bad you lost. Continue.
Frere Joker, though, I will be talking a lot about Spider-Man. One of our listeners messages me every once in a while. I was like, I just want to tell you again, dude, I loved your Spider-Man month content. That was like 2 years ago. So I'll do some more Spider-Man related stuff if you guys watch it. I love doing it. It's like talking about, I don't know, myself. I know the character so well. I've been going back and reading old issues. Dion, remember a character called the Tarantula?
I do.
I'm reading this issue. It's like 236, maybe. Anyway, Spider-Man beat up the Tarantula, and like the Tarantula thought he was about to get assassinated, but they're like, "Oh no, you did a good job. We're gonna use you to do whatever else." So it's a weird era of Spider-Man where he doesn't fight supervillains; he just fights like criminals and drug lords. But I love it.
Yep. And then they put Tarantula into Daredevil.
Oh, he's in that series too.
Yeah. I don't think it's the same Tarantula, but yeah, no, I specifically love that Spider-Man issue too. I know what you're talking about.
A little inside baseball. When you put those commentaries out for the Raimi trilogy, I went and bought them on Blu-ray specifically to watch them, listening to you talk about it.
Ooh,
yeah.
I was in my grandma's basement recording first commentary by myself.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cloudy, for fucking up the other ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know the story behind the reason why you did it by yourself, and it was like, I'm watching this movie with Jeff. He's a super Spider-Man fan, and then it's like 2 years later, I'm really good friends with Jeff.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, dude, no, I remember that commentary night. Yep, I remember that one.
Yeah.
If I find that file, I'll release it on Facebook.
Oh god, dude. Oh, you were because like you messaged me privately. You're just like, you ever need to cut this off, and I was like, why? It's like, oh, because they're being assholes. And they're not talking about Spider-Man. And I was just like, if you gotta do it, and then you did it. You're like, guys, don't worry about it. We'll do something else. And then I was like, all right, we'll do Spider-Man 2 instead. And then Letty's like, oh, let me go get it, and then he just fucking leaves.
Yeah, dude. If you guys want to, if new to the channel especially, go listen to those, and you'll get Jeff's love of that fucking character because it comes through in crystal clear HD audio.
But don't watch our old episodes because they suck.
Yeah, start at episode 86, and that's all you need.
I was like, maybe I should just Thanos snap, episode.
Oh shit,
5 out of the way. But then I was like, there's a couple listeners that love them, so
I don't know. But the time that I actually thought the show was ending because you guys were breaking up was a semi-epic moment. I'll tell the story on After Hours.
All right. Dio Brando says, I would have replaced Captain Marvel with the Mandarin.
oh my god.
I mean,
you'll never see him coming.
Well, Captain Marvel didn't see Thanos coming either.
True. She ain't seen anybody coming in a long time.
Yeah,
well,
he fucking button hooked that bitch in outer space.
I told you, dude. I want a cut of Endgame where he punches her and she goes, "Ow!" and it just flies off screen. Dude,
so good.
We all want that cut.
We should make stupid videos where it's like every time someone it's a Bruce Lee film, but every time someone gets punched, Gilbert Godfrey goes, "Ow!"
Oh my god.
You know what? I think at this